is.
Oh man, took the yeah.
How you
That's
doing, brother? How are
hey
you doing?
man.
After all that bullshit of jumping hoops, how are you doing today?
Listen, man, we made it, bro. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I don't know if I'm not sure if Charles is gonna pull up or not. I shot the link to Majin. Let me text him one more time here.
I'm hoping O could show up because O said he has some stuff he wanted to get off his chest.
You know what? That he did say that. I'm a text Donovan now and see if he can get Orion to pull up too, man. You're
Yeah,
right. I forgot. Shout out to Orion, man.
yeah. I like to hear his thoughts on that foolishness that was Good Burger.
All right. What we got here? All right. Majin said he'll pull up a little later. I
Mhm.
don't know what's going on with Orion, man. So yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Off the top rope, man. Um, you want to get into this right now? Right now? We want to get
What in particular? Hey,
I'm,
I'm here already. I'm here already, and we already lost some time. So
I mean, listen, man. GTA 6, right?
yes, sir.
All right, man. I mean, listen. I'm gonna say this: they got the best brand in gaming, man. Rockstar.
Most definitely.
There's no bigger brand in modern gaming than Grand Theft Auto. No bigger brand. And Rockstar Games in general, for the most part. I think the last game that they put out, like how far back would somebody have to go to try to remember the last game they put out that wasn't great, that wasn't good in every aspect, graphically, gameplay wise,
Story wise,
story wise. What's the last game that they put out that didn't make an impact? You know what I'm saying? Like you can complain.
but before GTA 3, maybe
I mean, and that's
like
over 20 years ago.
years ago, right? That was like before they had the name that they do now.
So you gotta go back to over 20 years ago to the last time that, and I mean we can get into the GTA remakes, we can
Hmm.
get into the GTA Online, fucking casino, shark cards, all of that bullshit. But in terms of pure gameplay and releasing a product that matters over this last 20 plus years, what can you point to and say, oh, well, that was a dud from Rockstar Games? Before we even get to GTA 6, let's get to that.
Nothing, nothing. If anything, the problem is they do anything else besides nothing besides GTA in only. I think that might be their only problem at this point.
I think
That
the
and money.
last the last non-open world game that Rockstar put out that I can remember was Max Payne 3.
Wait, yep.
And that was great. And that
Mhm.
was and that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So the open world, their open world sandbox RPG, whatever you want to call them. I mean, Red Dead Redemption was a perfect single player game. Red
Mhm.
Dead Online died because GTA Online was such a powerhouse for them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But the gaming industry as a whole should be stepping their game up because every time Rockstar Games puts out a product, shit shifts a little bit. Everything shifts. Every other developer that's still trying to make a dollar in the game industry has to look at that minute and a half trailer and get back to the lab. They got to
Mhm.
get back to the lab. You know what I'm saying? They have to get back to the lab. Um, now, as it relates to Grand Theft Auto overall, I'm gonna say this because it's crazy. Because leading up to this trailer, I did a little bit of research on the smartphone. Right,
Mhm.
the two guys who were in charge of Rockstar Games were
They're gone.
two. No, one of them is still there. I don't
Oh,
know if
really?
it's yeah. I don't know if it's Sam Hauser or if it's his brother. One of them left, and one of them is still there. But the thing about Grand Theft Auto that works, the reason why it works the way that it does, in my opinion, and I want to get your take on this too, is for these two guys to be British, there's something about what they do in terms of capturing American culture for whatever time period they're releasing those video games. And that's important because going back to Grand Theft Auto 4, they've captured that perfectly each time. They did it perfectly with GTA 4. They did it perfectly with GTA 5. And it looks like they're capturing a certain aspect of American culture with GTA 6. They're not so much cinematic anymore. I think that's what they were trying to do with
the early days, most definitely.
Right.
Most definitely. They were reaching for that.
Yep. With Grand Theft Auto 3, with San Andreas, with Vice City, they wanted to be more cinematic and capture past time periods. But there's nothing else. There are no other games. There's no other studio, I think, that is able to capture modern American culture quite the way that Rockstar Games is able to do that. And with the failure of Saints Row just 1 year ago, you look at that trailer compared to what they did with Saints Row last year, and it's not even a competition, bro. Not even a competition. I'm not saying that a game can be perfect off of a 1.5-minute trailer. I'm not saying that their business practices are perfect, but when you can shift the industry so much, so heavy with a 1.5-minute clip, what are you not allowed to do in terms of the space that you're operating in? Who can step up and stop them from doing whatever it is that they want to do in this industry? Who can do that? If there's a problem with what they're doing to the game industry, I want to know who can stand up to that. That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't know how much of this is true, but the owner was talking about basically doing making you pay minutes to play the game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Making you pay minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like as if it's 2002 again, and we living with flip phones, and you got to pay for minutes for that shit,
right?
Because they think it's too cheap for you to be getting it for $60 now. Besides the idea that they're making money through shark cards and bonus content, is like now you got to start paying for minutes. Hey. Possibly, I'll say that possibly. Because maybe it's just the heat of a moment exchange, or that got read out of context.
I mean, look,
but I wouldn't be surprised if this dropped and it was like 120 before tax for this game. And anybody who worked there would not bat an eye and say, "No, you gonna pay that 120."
And to be honest with you, yeah, everything sounds crazy until it gets put in motion. Mm-hmm. Until it gets put in motion. The idea of somebody paying per minute to play a video game sounded crazy until Rockstar Games said, until it got leaked, that somebody had the idea of wanting to do that, right? Mm-hmm. If it came to pass that they could do that, it would happen. Plain and simple, it would happen. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to pay. I might not be able to pay for it. Somebody out there can pay for it, and somebody will pay for it.
I'll give you a kindly fuck you. Keep it pushing.
Yeah. And somebody else will give them a kindly thank you. Somebody else will say, please. This is what I've been waiting for my whole life as a gamer, right? Mm-hmm. But it's different, man. Shit gets different. A trailer for a video game that isn't going to release for another 365 plus days is more impactful than any video game that's came out in 2023. And that's keeping in mind that there's some pretty substantial titles that have came out this year, bro. Mm-hmm. Like Mortal Kombat 1 was probably the most anticipated game of the whole spring season. Street Fighter 6 just dropped this year. I mean, I'm sure that there were a bunch of indie titles that dropped this year. Alan Wake 2 just came out maybe what, a month ago?
Mm-hmm.
And
what was that one, Spacecraft?
Right. Like, it's not like, I mean, shit, they announced, let me think, the Metal Gear Solid Volume 1 collection came out. They announced the Snake Eater remake this year. All of that seems like it never happened. After this minute and a half, just like that, just that quickly, a minute and a half trailer can make you forget everything else that happened in gaming this year. Enough to make you forget that by the time this game drops, a whole decade plus will have passed between Grand Theft Auto games. You see what I'm saying? The gap between Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5 was 5 years, and that felt like a long ass time. So what does 12 feel like between 5 and 6? You know, none of that matters though. None of that matters though when you see them ass cheeks that look like real ass cheeks in that trailer. None of that matters. None of that matters. Whatever they want to do, they'll do it. They'll do it well, and the industry is gonna have to adjust to it, bro.
I would agree.
You know what I'm saying? But in terms of what that game looks like, whatever it is that they're doing, I wish that modern media was able to capture what they're able to capture with those games. I wish that Hollywood was able to do what they're doing with the Grand Theft Auto games. For some reason, when Hollywood tries to be too modern and keep up with the times or whatever, it looks forced. It looks like they're not doing behind. It.
Most of the time, they've always been behind. It's always like the innovators, the indie creators, the directors, and a few of the writers that actually push that shit forward. The industry itself always moves slower, at least in Hollywood, always moves slower than the actual craves they're trying to capture.
The culture.
Exactly.
The culture. And the problem there is that there's two different schools of thought. On one end of it, they want to figure what's going to make money. What works in a video game might not work for a TV show or might not work for a movie or anything like that. And on top of that, I think Hollywood is more in tune with being culturally centered and not painting the most accurate picture of what's going on. I think with those two guys being from the UK, Grand Theft Auto exists in kind of a Monty Python kind of space to where what you're seeing is real, but you don't take it too seriously. So they're able to do more with certain subject matter than if they were playing it straight up. Grand Theft Auto, go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of which, if you had control right now, where would Grand Theft Auto 7 be?
I mean, what the fuck, bro?
That's a real question. If you got to pick, where would be at the next one? Where would it be?
I mean, listen, I would say, man, I don't even want. That's a scary thought, man. I would say that the future of Grand Theft Auto as a franchise.
No, I mean, what city? What city?
No, I don't think that going forward, I don't even think it'd be limited to a city. I think that what they would need to do with Grand Theft Auto post this one, maybe in another 10 to 15 years, is just make a game where you can travel all over the world.
Ooh, I think that's a little ambitious. The next one afterwards, I say start with a country.
I mean, okay,
or a city, or a whole state,
At this rate,
just a tad bit ambitious.
At this rate, to be honest with you, I don't think there's a such thing as too ambitious.
No, I agree with you, but I'm thinking from a hardware limitation, because even now they still having a hard time with hardware. I think a state would probably be, maybe jumping 2 states over is more logistically possible. But in the future, hell yeah.
But what is the
Uh,
hardware? What is
MMO, GTA MMO. I could
right?
see it being a thing.
Because what does the hardware look like? I mean, if it took 12 years between the last title and this one, and then skipping over an entire console generation, I mean, there's no telling what the hardware is going to be able to do in another 12 years. At this point, I might be in my 50s by
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
I think so, bro.
So when we get to that point, what I'm saying, it might be on some other shit.
VR, shit,
Eh,
VR.
I don't even like to think that far into it, to be honest
Mhm.
with you. But yeah, man, I mean, it's good to be excited about things. I think that leak that came out last year was what it was, and they made a pretty stern example out of the guy that made that happen.
Mhm. Whipped him in front of all y'all.
He'll never be seen or heard from again.
Went straight to the goulash for real.
Never to be seen or heard from again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but other than that, I mean, even with the setting, I'm okay with that because they're getting away from like Vice City. We know what Vice City was. Vice City was Miami Vice, Scarface, all of that rolled into one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 1980s drug dealer's dream is what Grand Theft Auto Vice City was. But with them focusing on the state of Florida, it's more than just Miami. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if Donovan and Charles was on here right now, they could probably give us the play-by-play on how crazy it is being down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely something to look forward to, man. I don't know. Hopefully, by the time they drop it, I mean, maybe I'll have a PS5. Maybe I'll even have the time to fuck around with it. But it's good to be excited about something, man. It's good to look forward to things, and you know, the other developers out there, they gotta get it together, man.
Oh, most definitely, bro.
They got to
Most
get it together. They got till 2025. They got till 2025
yeah.
to do whatever they got to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Why do I imagine like one guy watching it in the lunchroom? All of a sudden, he just busts through the door and be like, "All of y'all, get to work now!"
Get to work,
Shoot.
man. For real, straight up. The only thing I want to ask you is this here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it discouraging to see that because I remember when Red Dead Redemption 2 was supposed to get released in spring of 2017, and everybody knew that shit was gonna get pushed back
Mm-hmm.
to quarter four of 2018. To seeing 2025 as a release date, is that discouraging at all? Or is this the kind of thing where you be content with waiting for it because you know it's gonna be worth your time?
Um, Shit, bro. I'm thinking this is gonna be like almost exactly a year, if not that, to the date.
Right.
True. That was more of my thought of it. Is it's just gonna take like they'll probably release it exactly in December. Hell, even I wouldn't be surprised if they released it the last day of December and be like, "Well, we did drop it in 2025, like we said we was."
That would be crazy too, bro.
Mhm.
But in this, there's already trailer breakdown videos
Oh,
on prominent
when I went to go look for this, bro, there was a dude doing this shit live.
YouTube channels, dog.
YouTube gonna be people on YouTube gonna be eating for a whole week off of just
Yep.
this one trailer.
Yeah, the algorithm is going to get fed very well
Mhm.
off of this trailer here, man. I guess my final thing I wanna ask you about here is like, do you feel that we talked about when it's time to get off of the bus, right?
Mhm.
We talked about when we're done with the MCU and moving on to certain kinds of entertainment. And this is a good segue into something else here. Is gaming the kind of activity or the kind of form of entertainment that a person can just completely separate themselves from? Because our our
Boom.
age group and the age group that preceded us are the ones who grew up with all of this, right? we're going to age into going from gamers to adult gamers to, progressing. Like, is it possible to completely divorce yourself from this form of entertainment?
Yes. Like anything, bro. There comes a time. You said it when I think I put up that trailer for Unicorn by Gindi Tartakovsky when you said our time has passed. There comes that moment where you realize that something isn't for you anymore, and just like that, you maybe find something that you might like that you might get a console for, but other than 1, 2, maybe 3 games, you find yourself not even bothering anymore because there isn't anything for you. There's always that moment where there's a fall off point where you give up on something because it isn't for you anymore. So who's to say that doesn't happen with game?
I'm just grabbing my charger. Keep cooking, bro.
Who's to say the same thing doesn't happen with video games? People drop and pick up things all the time, new hobbies, new things. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what will happen next. Is as we get older, people will drop it and pick it up. Especially like now, I see very few games now, besides ones that cater to the time that we came up with, that games are any good, or there's something there for me, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, and that's fair. I think that's very fair, because I feel like I talk to my cousin. Every day. Me and him talk on FaceTime every day. Mm-hmm. The only game that he has a PS5. The only game he plays is NBA 2K. Either at the rec or in my park. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, every single year, the NBA 2K is going to get released. It's going to play the same way as the release from the year prior, and you're still going to pay what they ask you to pay to play this game with updated graphics and updated rosters and more features, a couple more features. But essentially, it's the same game that you've been playing for the last 5 to 7 years, right? Mm-hmm. I don't even know what other games he has on his PlayStation 5. I have no clue what else he has for that console, right? I think my nephew might play Fortnite. He's a Fortnite kid. He plays NBA 2K and Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. That's it. My niece played Hogwarts Legacy for maybe about 3 months. I don't think she even plays that anymore. I don't know if she plays that anymore.
Point where stuff is that bad that people just, we do have such an influx of content now. People, and I've said it before, people could just pick things up and drop it when they get bored. But dang.
Well, I don't know if she's still playing it or not. I'm not gonna say she doesn't play it no more. I just don't know if she doesn't play, if she's still playing it. But either way, that game made a lot of money. It made an impact this year. But the point I'm trying to make is that even for people who are gamers in this era, most people only stick to about 2 or 3 titles that they know are going to come out each year. If you play NBA 2K, for the most part, that's the only game that you're really interested in playing. That's the only game that's going to catch your attention for you to go out and buy it every year. If you play FIFA, you're doing the same thing. If you play Fortnite, you're a Fortnite guy. If you're a Call of Duty guy, it's
things
almost
are extra
like
niche now. Things have become smaller and more niche.
Well, it's smaller, even though they're making a lot of money, even though all of these franchises are raking in dollars hand over fist. Overall, the entire industry isn't what it was before. I don't know too many people that have an extensive game catalog the way that we did in years prior. You'd have your 007, you have your Metal Gear Solid, you had your Super Smash Brothers, your Tekken, your Mortal Kombat, you have you'd have your Final Fantasies or whatever you had. You have your NBA Live and your Madden. All of that would be in the same game collection. You see what I'm saying? Now it ain't hitting like that no more, bro. So the thing that I'm wondering is like, for us, I can't imagine ever not playing video games or being interested in video games, but it's weird because I don't play them now. So maybe I'm already at that point and I don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like,
I feel you, man.
Because
Like,
you gotta.
I was about to say, I do more looking at video games than I do actually playing video games now.
Right.
Like I'll look at news every once in a while just to see what's going on. Other than that, nothing. Nothing at all.
So let me ask you this then, bro. How many games have you started playing but never finished?
Recently?
Within the last 5 years?
4?
All right. What are the titles?
El Paso, Elsewhere, Half-Life 2. I still haven't finished it yet. Ballistics. That's basically like Wipeout, and I can't remember the other two. That's how bad it is.
Well, I mean, shit, you jumped in the time machine with Half-Life. That was a throwback right there. Okay. But you haven't finished any of those. All right. What was the last game that you actually completed? The last game that you beat? Single player.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
How long ago was that?
2019, 2018.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna tell you some serious shit right now, bro. Last week, I literally a week ago, I just got to the end credits of Red Dead Redemption 2 last week. And I bought that game.
How did you feel? Were you at least satisfied?
I mean, yeah, but
I wasn't as satisfied because people had ruined it.
I mean, yeah, but I bought that game Black Friday of 2018. That's when I bought that game, and I just got to the actual end credits. You know what I'm saying? What, 5 years later? Or is my math off? Is it 5 years later? Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. 5 years later.
Yeah, 5 years later.
I went out and bought, you know what I'm saying? I went out and bought Spider-Man. I went out and bought God of War. Turned those games on. Haven't beat them. Haven't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just like I'll turn the game on, get to doing shit, and it's like, man,
just ain't hitting, huh?
Like, I don't really want to do this right now. I don't want to upgrade armor. I don't want to fight this boss battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this. I don't want to fly around. I don't want to swing around New York City and, you know what I mean, fucking radio time. I don't want to do this. It doesn't appeal to me. I'm sure it's fun, but I'm not doing this because I want to do it at this point. It's like I'm doing this because I feel like I have to, because I like playing video games. And I mean, it shouldn't be like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe my time is more useful doing something else, you know? But when I see a trailer for a game like Grand Theft Auto 6, it is something that's interesting. And, you know, I do want to experience that, but I don't know, man. It's one of those.
You came to the perfect thing. I was just going to say, bro, I'll be with you. I'm in the same boat. I'm actually kind of hoping that it sucks ass, so I do not have to spend money on it. I'm hoping that it's a dumpster fire, so I don't have to try to spend my money on it, because it looks semi-interesting, but it's like, even when I played 5, I only played the story mode and a little bit of the online. That was it. I didn't do the classic rampage. You know, when you get like all the cheat codes and you run around just, you know, doing the Grand Theft Auto thing. I don't want to say it because you know, YouTube, but doing the typical thing that they're known for doing, because I've done that like 1,000 times with all the other games. So it just seemed like it was getting old.
Well, I'll say this. Like I mean everybody's outgrown the cheat codes. The cheat codes
Yeah, but I
got
mean, the original thing, you would get the cheat codes, all the guns, and then you would just
sure,
run them
sure.
down.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that was at a time when the overall story and the gameplay were the same. Like you didn't have to be invested in the story in order to enjoy what you were doing on Grand Theft Auto, and you were
Exactly.
kind of encouraged. Like the story to those games on PS2 was secondary to being able to do whatever you wanted to do on those games. The story was just something that was there in between you going out and just being a fucking
Right.
psycho on all
Right.
of those games there. They turned the corner on giving you I feel they turned the corner on giving you a genuine story experience with Grand Theft Auto 4. And then that's where some of that started to fall back at. With the online aspect of it, like I don't find that's not fun anymore. There's nothing fun about playing GTA online, bro.
Mhm.
When you seeing
The
niggas with
idea was
jetpacks,
cool when it first came, like when it first came out, or
yeah,
GTA 4, because GTA 4 online was fun.
it
That was fun.
was.
All the
But
crazy videos of people just getting on a helicopter and
right. But
right,
everything was baseline. Everybody was kind of operating on the same baseline with GTA 4 online. And that's kind of why it was dope. There were people who were better than other people at it, but it wasn't outrageous. With GTA 6, bro, you got niggas flying in jetpacks,
tank.
DeLoreans.
Everyone always steals a tank or a jet, and
They buying
immediately
them
wants to come
shits.
after everybody. Like they basically become the equivalent of King Kong and just
Yeah.
want to start killing motherfuckers on the map
Yep.
repeatedly.
So now playing team deathmatch, single player deathmatch, there's no point in doing any of that. No point in doing none of that. So the campaign on GTA 5 still holds up pretty good. So
Almost definitely.
I'd say if there's anything to look out for with 6, I'd be interested in seeing what they do with that single player story mode as opposed to anything online. Because now playing GTA online, you know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
It's like it's same as Call of Duty in certain respects, and NBA 2K as well. All of these games that have that online aspect to them, if you ain't spending money, if you're not paying money to level up, you're wasting your time.
Mm.
You know, but yeah, I think we'll be discussing some of that a little later on, man. We could
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
GTA 6 maybe later, you know what I'm saying, before we wrap up the year. But I'm
Mm.
glad that they dropped that trailer
Right
when they
before
dropped it. I'm glad I'm glad they dropped it before the end of the year. I'm glad they did that so that now there's an established baseline for what we should expect, and everything else that comes out between now and then, it needs to be top notch, bro. Needs to be top notch. Absolutely needs to be
because
top
if
notch.
not, why else be doing it?
Right. See, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. But but yeah, I'm going through some of the topics you wanted to discuss here, bro. Right? I don't
Mhm.
know if you don't want to talk. I mean, listen, I didn't watch Good Burger. We don't have to talk about that if
Oh
you
no,
don't want to talk about it, bro.
no, 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 no. I'll say this really quickly. Uh, it took them 26 years to do some whack ass old shit with a terrible script and a
Okay.
terrible plot.
Fuck
Moving
it,
on.
man. All
Moving
right, let
on.
me just ask you one question. Just one question,
Yeah.
right? Was there like
Oh, and I like the Arby's tie-in. That Arby's tie-in was fucking great.
okay, but at the minimum, did it at least appear that this was done with good intentions?
Yes.
Okay.
Terrible execution, but yes.
That's all that matters then. If it was done with good intentions, I think it's easy to chalk up something being bad as just being bad if it was done with good intentions. I don't put this in the same category as oh shit, hold on. Uh-oh.
Hey, perfect
Hey,
timing. What up, my
Uh-oh.
man? What's
what's up,
good?
guys? What's up?
Oh, what's good?
O
Oh,
O double RION online in the building, man.
Yeah,
The
yes, sir.
legend. The legend. What up, man?
Not much, man. Just hanging in there. How y'all guys doing?
We
good,
good,
good.
bro. We good, man. We was just talking about it's funny you just jumped in here, man. We was
Right,
just talking
like
about Good
perfect timing.
Burger.
Oh,
Oh,
word.
I mean, look, I didn't see it. D. Smith said he didn't enjoy it. I mean, I don't know. Did you watch that, Orion?
Good burger too. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Y'all grew up on Pee Wee Herman, right?
Yeah.
Um,
You know where I'm going with this. It's literally the black Pee Wee Herman of fucking black comedy right now, and
The
is that
Black
there?
Pee Wee Herman?
The black Pee Wee Herman of black comedy.
That's how all right. That's how we giving it up, man.
And yeah, I thought Urkel
Not too
was the
far
Pee
off.
Wee Herman of black comedy, but motherfucking bro, Kel went. You know that saying from
Tropic.
Tropic Thunder saying it's like never go full retard.
Oh
Mm.
shit.
Motherfucker went full retard.
He
Straight
definitely, if he
bonehead.
wasn't, he was damn near close. Shit.
Yeah, he went full retard. Never really go full retard, and that motherfucker really went there. And I felt so concerned for his mental health after
You
that.
felt concerned?
Yeah,
All right, come on, man. It couldn't have been like that, bro.
it's that bad. I mean, well,
It felt
you
that
know
bad.
what?
Yeah.
I'm usually the guy that's actually takes things to the extreme, and that's just my that's just my theory on it. That's my conclusion. Do as you please with my opinion. I mean, I know opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them, but I'm
Well, look.
shitting out my opinion.
All right. All right. Well, this is what I'll say then. If you committed the time to watching it, I mean, you can have whatever opinion you want to have at. If you took the time out of your day to watch it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was on Paramount Plus, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
So
was
I
on
mean,
Paramount.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be paying for the app to watch it. So if that's your take on it, I could dig that. But like, I ask you the same question I just asked D. Smith here. Oh,
I,
despite it being as bad as it was, did it appear that this was at least done with good intentions?
um, there's a lot of wholehearted like values that's in there. You know, it's pretty wholesome to a degree. I
Mm-hmm.
get what they're trying to do, but they missed the mark of keeping Kel or the Ed character relevant throughout these years because not a lot of people are familiar. I mean, there's a couple of generations out there that's not familiar with Ed or the actual show of all that and stuff, or
Right,
are
right,
aware of Kel's, you know, acting, I guess, accolades and stuff like that.
right. He's been
But
low profile. Right.
yeah, he's been pretty low profile. So when you're out there like showcasing Good Burger and stuff like that, it's like there hasn't been any sequels after the first Good Burger. It's almost like that if it went the direction of, White Castles,
Harold and Kumar,
Harold and Kumar type shit, then
Clerks.
yeah, like if it went that direction where it stayed relevant, then yeah, it's gonna miss the mark. And I feel like if they did another, like it's gonna be like the same. It will probably happen the same way if Chris Tucker were to come back and do Friday. And like, okay, it's been so many years, you really haven't been relevant in the scene except doing stand-up comedy and stuff. So it's gonna be kind of a odd feeling, but happy it's being done, after all these years. Like it's
Okay.
almost coming to America kind of comedy.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah. Coming to America too was terrible.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with it.
Uh,
all right, but I think there's a little bit of a difference. I don't know that Coming to America 2 was done with good intentions. Like that was a cash grab. I don't believe that was done with the best intentions, bro.
And
Like,
take that and apply to Good Burger too, bro. It's a
oh
cash grab.
man. I mean, I know it was a cash grab, but at the bare minimum, I'm glad Keenan and Kel got a payday. I'm glad they got a
I can
payday.
agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like Keenan, for him, I mean, shit, his run on Saturday Night Live is almost longer than anybody in the history of that show.
Yes.
You know, so I respect that. And then with him and Kel still being friends with each other, him kind of helping out his friend, and the two of them being able to eat off something, you know, upwards of 2 decades later is cool. But it would have been nice to have seen those two together over this last 25 years. Like, it would have been cool if they could have done some shit as adults, as opposed to being adults going back to some shit that they did as teenagers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been dope. I mean, y'all remember Jay and Silent Bob, right? I mean, but like, but Jay and Silent Bob was in like 5 or 6 movies together as those characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, that's all you know them from is like Clerks or Dogma or anything like that. But I mean, to each his own, bro. Before you jumped in, Orion, we talked about Grand Theft Auto 6 a little bit, man. I wanna get your thoughts on that, man. Go ahead, bro. We pumped up Rockstar Games pretty heavy at the beginning of the live, bro. I want to get your take on some of what's going on here, man. Give me your take. Have you seen the trailer? Did you watch it yet?
I've seen the trailer, and I was at complete shock that it drops completely early, because I already had my day planned for tomorrow to be like, all right, I won't wake my ass up in the morning with a bowl of cereal. Watch me some Grand Theft Auto trailers to see what they've done, you know, and there's been leaks about it before, the direction that was going to go. So like there was slightly no surprise of, you know, the theme. We've been in Los Santos for a very long time, so now we're back in Vice City, and they seem to go ahead and personify the Florida man experience with gators and everything walking around, people fighting gators, Karens in Florida. It's like, wow, they personified today's society of the nonsense and stuff, and kind of cranked it up. And the mechanics of, you know, multiple characters continues, where I guess now it's like Bonnie and Clyde kind of dynamic. I'm curious to see what they're trying to do with the storyline. I'm curious to see what they're trying to do with new what today's society, of adapting to today's society. And I mean, they seem to do it seamlessly pretty well with, you know, Florida Man news and TikTok stuff, and I just don't know how they're going to handle. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have Uber and Lyft services. They're going to come up with their own bullshit. You know? I don't know if there's going to be a heavy lean on making sure your character eats, because that was a thing that was must, like, having to eat and staying fit is kind of one of the main things that it was that you had to do in San Andreas and stuff, you know. So I don't know if that's going to be part of the mechanics of Grand Theft Auto. It's literally a whole entire world, man. We've always known the reputation of Grand Theft Auto, that it's completely an online community for people to start to create or do mischievous shit, you know.
Okay. So D Smith brought this up too, man. What do you think about the rumors of paying for minutes to play Grand Theft Auto 6? What do you think about that, bro? Is that insane? Man. Can Rockstar get away with that? Orion?
Rockstar could easily get away with anything anymore. They are the dominant of the gaming industry right now, you know.
So do you think they could easily get away right now charging $120 game baseline?
I think that if they were going to put, here's the business practice that I fear that people are going to follow. The fact of the matter is, it's okay. Grand Theft Auto is well worth the price tag of $120. I'm going to be the first to admit that.
100%.
But if they're going to try this, if you don't want to pay the $120, I can see that they're going to create little caveats or little nonsense and stuff like that for you to pay to continue enjoying the game, you know. So I'm assuming that maybe the online minutes, the minutes will be applied to the online service factor rather than the actual gameplay itself, because you're going to have the campaign, you know. So the campaign is probably going to end up being worth 120, or they can actually have a lower premium version. Maybe that's going to cost $6, but it's going to lock you out of certain parts of Vice City. But the rumors of paying for minutes to play Grand Theft Auto, it could be easily been implemented in an online feature unless you pay, I don't know, buy shark credits or some shit like that, you know, to stay an online subscription. Like they could easily do an online subscription base where you pay $20 a month,
For
or
only
you doing minutes.
air game alone.
Yes, only, and that's the scary business practice that I worry about that gaming industry is going to try to implement. We're already, you know, fighting tooth and nail about a $70 price tags, but if we're talking about $120 game and possibly a subscription membership, I don't know if it's going to be minutes, but I can see it being a subscription minutes, a subscription based plan to play online.
My bad. I said minutes. It'll probably be like an hour, realistically.
Yeah. So
I don't think they that low, but they low enough.
They low enough, but like there's way, like if I had to be like a corporate head at Rockstar right now, there's ways to monetize Grand Theft Auto without having to pay for minutes and stuff, you know. But like those business practices, I don't even want to put it in the air because I don't wish that on anybody. You know? That's just wishing evil on everybody. But like, if I was a corporate head, I'll sit here and I'll put, we're gonna pay for gas. You're gonna have to go to the pump and pay for $6 gas at Grand Theft Auto and shit. And I'm like, look, that's just evil bullshit, you know. But I'm gonna take that back out of the air. I just hope we don't pay for gas on, like, when motherfuckers struggling to pay for gas on their own damn car. You won't pay for gas in that motherfucking game.
That'd be too real. That would be too real if you had to pay for the gas pack. You got to pay for the gas pack in GTA 6, bro.
And you better figure
don't
out
get
a way
them no ideas. Don't be giving them
no
no ideas, man.
They're gonna have to turn Grand Theft Auto to a monopoly where you own your own damn gas station and you pump your own gas. So, you know,
because man, I mean, $120, like you said, whatever price they want to charge for that game when it comes out, people are gonna pay it because they, you know what I'm saying? I can see a scenario where you're paying for extra content. You can't advance in the story up to a certain point without paying for it. And even if it got to that, I think people would be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they would be okay with that. At this point, dog, they got everybody by the balls. They got the whole industry by the balls right now, man.
Yep.
And I mean, I'd rather it be, and I hate to make it sound like this, but there are a lot of other studios who would not be trusted the same way, that wouldn't get the same kind of leeway that we give Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Other than Nintendo getting away with murder, Rockstar is the biggest pinnacle of getting away with murder.
Wait. Nintendo getting away with murder? What you mean,
I mean,
bro?
come on now, man. A $70 Super Mario RPG game and stuff like that. I mean, come on. Now, the game is dated. There's no new mechanics other than, you know, some updated graphics and everything else.
That's about it.
And
fresh coat of paint. That's it.
Fresh coat of paint, man. That's like almost at the same. It's almost at the same aspect of buying a beat up car like an old Chevy Camaro and stuff like that, and just putting a fresh coat of paint on it and be like, "Hey, this is a new car now." I'm like, of course. Apparently, you could put a fresh coat of paint on any new car, any old ass car, and call it new.
While we're on this topic, O'Ryan, I remember hearing you say this a while back. Now, you fancy yourself as a console collector, right?
Yeah.
Have you kept every console, or have you ever traded in a console? You don't strike me as the type of dude that's going to GameStop and trading your shit in, man.
Yeah, I have traded a console. I remember memories of the PS2, the Fat Run. I traded in for the Slim one.
Okay.
I've done upgrades. The only thing I did regret was trading in my Dreamcast, you know, because it just when the CEO of, you know, Sega was in charge of Dreamcast at the time, passed away. I thought that there was no future for that console, so I traded it in, you know. But Other than that, no, I've always usually kept my old consoles. The only thing I don't have right now is the consoles I grew up in my during my high school years and stuff, such as the GameCube, the Xbox, the first Xbox, and the PS2s. Like those things, they didn't have HDMI capability. I'm more so trying to keep things, in high resolution. So I have a PS3, PS4, and a PS5. For the Xbox side, I kept my 360, my Xbox One X, and then now I have the Xbox Series X. It's really sitting on the slot, sitting on its side. Have not been played since it's been out the box because Xbox and Microsoft, wherever the fuck they doing, is not
Dang.
working.
All right. Well, before we get to you roasting Xbox and Microsoft, um, did you keep your collections? I know you kept the consoles, but did you keep the actual games to go with the consoles?
Um, it's gonna be a TLDR type story real quick, but I'm gonna share this with y'all. But I had a little brother with sticky hands. Let's just
Oh
say
man.
that, sticky fingers. So ever since that trauma, I just decided to go all digital.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh shit. How long you been on digital?
I've been on all digital for about since 2009.
Damn.
oh, dang! You
Yeah,
started earlier than me. Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
All
The
digital.
only thing physical I collect now is controllers, just because I just like the aesthetics and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. And I mean, so data, I'm gonna guess that data is cheaper than physical disc.
Well, that's the thing. I'm more of a coupon gamer. I only buy games when it goes on sale. I've only bought three. I bought five full price games this year. They got my ass. They
All
got
right.
me.
All right. What were
What
they?
were they?
Okay, so Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1, um, Spider-Man 2, Mario Wonderland, and Zelda.
That's not a bad lineup though.
Mhm.
There's worse games that you could have spent your money on.
Yeah,
Right.
There's worse that you could have spent your money on. So
definitely.
in terms of that, then digital gamer, maintain all of your consoles. You had some words to say about Xbox. What's the last game that the Xbox and Microsoft produced that was worth a damn?
Oh man. Uh Last thing I played that I actually thoroughly enjoyed myself from the Xbox outside of Halo um would probably had to been Fable.
And what year was that?
That was back in the that was definitely way back.
Bro, that was a Fable 3, right?
Actually, I take it back. I'm sorry. I take it back. Fable 3. I think the only thing I played during the Xbox One X era was Killer Instinct.
I know it.
That was
That,
it. But everything else, Xbox has failed to deliver and not pay
Damn.
me my bucks, man. It's Xbox is usually the last console I buy games for. Everything else, I'm more of a person that goes. Depends on the game. If it's a Sega game, it goes on the Switch first, then the PlayStation, then PC, then Xbox.
oh, okay. You get
And
down on the PC too?
yeah, I'm now I've actually transitioned directly to PC now, so I think
Mhm.
I'm going to head that direction. This is my last. This is the ninth generation of console. This is my last generation when it comes to consoles.
All right.
Mhm.
We talked about that earlier. What you got, D Smith?
I was about to say, you still got that Steam Deck?
Yes, I still got the Steam Deck.
Okay. Okay.
I'm mad they came up with an OLED model, but
Mhm.
I'm not gonna even trade it in. I
No,
was like, I'm not gonna
don't,
upgrade.
don't even bother. Don't even bother with that shit. Man, oof, oof, oof. So you playing a lot of Steam or just PC in general?
Um, it's just crazy because I have three devices that plays out of Steam. I got the desktop, I got the laptop, and I now got the Steam Deck and stuff. So it really kind of boils down to what's occupying my time. So I'm not gonna lie, Switch has been delivering a lot of fire this year, you know. So when it comes to portability and stuff like that, I've been picking the Switch over the Steam Deck, you know. But I I'm not saying that the Steam Deck is something to sleep on. It is a strong, powerful device when it comes to delivering gaming, you know, when it comes to delivering that that
Gaming
gaming feel that you're looking for. Yeah, the gaming experience, stuff like that. Like the thing is the Switch can't play Tekken 7, but the Steam Deck can, you know?
Now,
And
how
you
does
gotta
it
be
run?
careful though. Oh, go.
I was
So
just saying,
what?
how does it run on the Steam Deck?
Oh man, it runs like a beaut, but it's because it's the lower resolution, you know. So it's the reason why the frame rate of the frames and stuff like that is great on that game. There was no hiccups, there was no lag, none of that. I've never experienced any of that, and I know that the Steam Deck would be capable of working, capable of playing Tekken 8 when that drops, you know. But the only thing that I get concerned about is that, you know, the Switch with its limitations, it makes up for its charm of its Nintendo IPs and stuff, you know. So that's the
That's
reason why
what's kept them
what
alive.
continues to grab me, you know.
That's
Yo,
what's kept them alive all these years, man. After the GameCube. Well, nah. I say after the Wii. After the Wii.
Yeah.
That's what's really kept them afloat is just relying on their IPs more than anybody. They're one of the only few companies that really know how to control their IPs
man,
properly
That,
for the most
right. Hey, the quality control over at Nintendo is amazing, bro.
oh
Mhm.
yeah.
They don't put out bullshit attached to their heavy hitters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you get in a Zelda game, you know that no less than 5 years of development went into that motherfucker before they put
Oh
it
yeah.
out. Listen, I know you just said you wasn't feeling RPG, Mario RPG, or what is that what it was?
Yeah.
But that was a re-release, right? That wasn't a brand new game, was it?
They're trying to sell it off as a brand new game.
All right, fair enough. But I mean, look, when it comes to them IPs, though, they don't fuck around when it comes to they putting out their games, man. I think I agree with D Smith. That's what's keeping them alive all these years. But you just said something that was interesting there, Orion. And me and D Smith were talking about this earlier too. As somebody who's grown up in the age of video gaming through 9 generations, right? Going from arcades to home consoles, cartridges, disc, online, digital, the release of the PS2, the Sega Dreamcast. Like, we lived through the greatest era of video gaming ever, right? At what point is it possible to just completely divorce yourself from that kind of entertainment? I'm asking you exactly the same way I asked D Smith. Is it possible to ever get to a point in your life where it's just, you know what, I'm not playing video games no more. I'm done with it.
I've seen other people's walks of life, and I could see how they could actually divorce themselves from video games, and I could see how that could also be a possibility for me to divorce myself from video games. The only reason I play it now is really just for entertainment and stuff, you know. But other than that, there'd be times where I have not touched my consoles. Sometimes my console will be treated just like the Xbox Series X, just sitting out there collecting dust, you know. But like, it's because I'm gonna go ahead and do a little humble brag for everybody else around here and stuff like that. But man, it's because we're all easily capable people to create our own intellectual properties where people want to invest in our time. So I like spending time on our own intellectual properties, just like you guys spend time on you guys' intellectual properties, which is worth more than a video game, and you can completely disconnect yourself. Like the reason why I was late to this podcast in general, because I was so
handling
glued on
business.
I was so glued. Like AI has transformed my storytelling capabilities. Now it's got to the point where it has assisted. I've wrote so many short stories, some horror stories. I've wrote character development. I've got disconnected because of AI, you know. And you guys, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys are doing the same thing, finding your own niche, finding your own element, finding your zone of writing your own stuff and creating your own stuff, whether it's illustration or whatever. But yet it is completely easy to be disconnected from video game because we have a bigger thing at hand. It's making sure that our personal IPs, our intellectual properties, are being seen by the masses, and that's all of our dreams, and that's all of our goals, and that's all I wish for everybody here on this podcast, and
I
everybody
dig that.
of course.
No, that's fire. That's fire. I like that. I like that answer right there. So this is I'm just gonna backtrack on a question that I asked D Smith as well. All right. So in the last 5 years, what games have you started but not finished?
Ooh, for me,
Yep.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oof.
Because I already been through that story. It just, but it's nice to stick around to see what's going on in a new vision of Final Fantasy VII. But I beat the first Final Fantasy VII, but there had some other additional stuff, side stories. I forgot what it's called. I downloaded it and didn't touch it. I'm like, I'm done.
All right, what
done.
else?
Games I have not finished. Last of Us 2. Because I've been through Last of Us 1. I guess the story dynamic changed for me on Last of Us 2. I'm like, I'm done. Most of the Resident Evils.
Wait, you didn't finish 2 remake?
No, I did not.
That was good. That was good. I don't know if I put that on the list 5 years ago, but I finished that. That was the second to last game I finished. That game was dope. That game was dope.
There's a couple of games that I've started but have not finished, but that's just because of just being productive and occupied most of the time, But I would like to get back into it to be able to possibly bring back some inspiration from these games, to write our own stories and stuff,
Okay.
So I mean, mainly it's the reason why I play video games is because of the storytelling factor and stuff, and there's a lot to draw from because it's the best form of entertainment. I'm just gonna be out there saying it is the best form of entertainment outside of movies, but with its in-depth storylines and character development and stuff like that, all that do is just brings things for you to bring to your camp of illustrating and compositions and all that stuff like that. It just brings back everything else. You got something to bring back to tell your story, so you could create the same impact as the game that you're playing,
Okay. So what stories from games do you point to as inspiration?
Spider-Man.
The new joint, the new one?
All pretty much from Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. There's a lot of inspiration because Peter Parker in itself is a human at the end of the day, and his stories in trying to drag your he's not trying to pull your emotions to make you feel what he's feeling at the time of of course losing a loved one, or rather it's somebody's life at risk, whether it's a best friend or whether it's a girlfriend, somebody's life at risk, and he has to make crazy ass decisions, and I guess if you put anybody in that mindset, would you be able to handle a decision like that? Kind of like picking death or death, there's no life or death, it's just death or death sometimes,
Yo, that's actually kind of dope because I think that's one thing that they tend to get right. Even when Spider-Man has been bad, like the Amazing Spider-Man movies were trash to me, they've always been able to get that part right with that character. The choices is really what it comes down to. We got Donovan on the burner. Best podcast in the world right here. Yes, sir. Shout outs to the director, Dion Donovan. Big shout outs to
shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout outs to Florida man. But yeah, I mean, listen, you mentioned AI, right? I want to step away from the game and talk for a little bit here.
Bad.
I'm all that stuff is scary to me. I don't know anything about Chat GPT. I don't know. I haven't touched any of that. Why should somebody be interested in AI? What is it about AI that's not scary?
Hold on.
Oh shit. Here we go.
All right. Okay. Technology in general. Let's just be honest. Technology in general has always strike fear, but also was an approachable thing at the same time. You know, it's just the fact that now technology has a brain. You know, where it's now just artificial intelligence, just codes taking an algorithm of society and putting it together. You know, that is the scary part. That is actually learned so much that it's becoming more than a powerful entity that could do impersonations than any other comedian out there. Meaning that it's taking algorithms from voices and putting it together. So now you can hear, literally familiarize with a voice, hear it, and being redone in different aspects of a song. You know, meaning that you can hear the return of Michael Jackson, you can hear the return of Freddie Mercury, you can hear the return of Tupac as quote unquote dead. He's alive in AI format, you know. But the scary thing about AI is because it's learned humans, you and I's algorithmic like lifestyle, that it's able to entice you to get you sucked into whatever AI has touched down on, you know. Like it's an inevitable future that AI is going to be the driving horse of what society is going to be, such as it's taking over jobs, literally, you know.
Okay. So with that being said, the question that I'm asking is, why should I be using any of it? Why should knowing everything that you just said right there, bro?
Right.
Everything that you just said right there. Why should I use Chat GPT?
You got to find the good of the bad things, and sometimes you got to find the bad and good things. It's just the balance of life. That's just honestly my opinion. That's how I live my life. Everything else is like, I'm not a fan of smartphones. I'm not a fan of tablets. I'm not a fan of computers. I'm not a fan of all that stuff like that, because all of that feels like, you know, things that in my life is needed because of the things that I've done, such as being a graphic designer and constantly writing things and dealing with editing movies and graphics. It's just, it's way too many things. A lot of my skill sets is based on, and I think I told this to one of my friends the other day, stuff like this. It's like, had I not known anything about computers, I probably could live a simple life where AI wouldn't be needed and stuff like that. But because I've done coding, because I've done that stuff like this, if I've never really gotten into the coding or the decoding industry and stuff like that, I probably would have never fell in the hands of a crazy community. But to get back to what you were saying, is why you should be using ChatGPT is you got to find the good of it. What can you possibly use AI to benefit you? And we're all writers and stuff like that. It's easily a great assistance in writing. If you're not a great resume writer, AI is there for you. You know, if you need an essay done and you need words of inspiration, AI is there for you to give you those words of inspiration. Motherfucker, if you got to go to anything, I'm using it to do everything for me right now. It's writing descriptions, it's writing it's writing profiles, it's writing characters, it's writing shorts, it's writing shit. I can go on YouTube right now and says, dude, I don't have a topic. AI, talk to ChatGPT. What is the trending topic of discussion right now? And it'll come up with a list of things you could talk about. I'm like, oh, bet, I'm on board. Let me go ahead and get that done. But AI, it's taking my job as a graphic designer, but it also gives you guys the ability to expand your brand. So you guys go ahead and create logos with AI. You guys can actually use it in music, because it's going to be one of those things that's going to change the music industry. It's going to change the illustration industry. It's going to change the composition industry. All of those industries, when it comes to creative arts, AI is coming for, but that gives everybody the freedom and the capabilities to take their imagination to another level and put it into a tangible intellectual properry. And I know I sound like fucking Donatello from Ninja Turtles right now.
Listen, listen. Oh, you. I mean, listen. Yeah, you getting your shit off right now, Orion. You definitely getting your shit off, and I can't argue with any of what it is that you just said because you see the benefits that your common average person like us can get out of using AI, right? You can use it to advance your creativity and whatever it is that you're trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the part of it that I'm not really a fan of is the idea that this artificial intelligence is collecting data. That's what it's doing. You said coding is collecting data
Yeah.
on, and this is crazy that we're even discussing this, but it's collecting data on every living thing, every human being, our habits, the things that we like to do, what we don't like, the food we like to eat, the people that we like, and it's breaking us down in the numbers to
Yeah.
where
We're
to where when I get on YouTube, it already knows what I like. Or
Mhm.
when I'm ordering food, when I'm on an app to order food, it already knows what I like or what I don't like. And it's collecting this data without me even giving any of that information up. It's
Right.
almost like I'm a number in the system by being a living human being. And because I'm exposed to it, I'm already a part of the algorithm, right?
well. Let me ask you guys these questions. D. Smith and Uncle Jack. Let me ask y'all this question:
Mhm.
how much of your own personal lifestyle do you know about? Like, what are your
Mm.
day-to-day lifestyles? What are you? What is that? What do you? What
Oof.
are your actual patterns of a day-to-day life?
That's a fire question right there.
Oh,
Because right then
I'm
and
quite aware of
there,
mine.
right
That's
then
all.
and there,
I'm quite aware of mine. Oh, I'm just gonna say it
you
on this side.
you're nothing but you're really nothing but an algorithm pattern
Mm.
in your day-to-day lifestyle, you know? And I gotta ask you guys, like, yeah, what are your day-to-day lives? Is it waking up, brushing your teeth, taking a
Right.
shower, eating breakfast, go to the car, fill it up with gas, go to work, finish work, come home, decompress, drink a
Yep.
beer, do some bullshit. Everybody is an
We're all
algorithm, stuff
part
like
of the
that. But you guys got to
algorithm.
ask yourself, what are your algorithms in their life, and what can technology do to improve your algorithms of life?
People are the algorithm. Oof.
Yeah,
So I shouldn't view technology. I shouldn't. Oh man, he said hashtag death. Hashtag death rights. Yeah, we'll get to that later on. But so instead of viewing it as a hindrance, you're saying that it should be viewed as something that can be used to benefit you. You just got to figure out how it can benefit you.
yes.
Okay, I
I
can
mean, that's with
respect that.
anything that you buy. Like, I mean, you
Yes.
guys, everybody else has a smartphone, right? Why do you have it in the first place? You got to ask yourself, why do you have it?
Right. Because I don't
You
have
know,
to have a smartphone. You're right.
Mhm.
hmm Why do you have a tablet? Why do you have a laptop? Why do you have a computer? Like, all of those are not just needed tools. I mean, now you created it to be a needed tool, but it didn't need to be a needed tool. That's the thing, you know. The consoles that I buy, it didn't need to be there, but I have it there just because I find benefit. I find benefit in things that I've attained and stuff like that. You know, they're more than just materialistic objects, stuff like the materials I can understand is the shoes that you buy, the clothes that you buy. Yeah, that's all for material and stuff like that. There really isn't much of a benefit, stuff like that. Clothes don't help you pull women, you know. Shoes don't help you pull women, you know. There's an algorithm pattern that you have to have in yourself that you need to solve to be able to do that yourself, you know. But at the end of the day, when it comes to technology, we've always used it as a benefit to our modern day lifestyle. What do we use it for? Why do you need 10 monitors in a room? Why do you need two cell phones? Why do you need a tablet, a gaming laptop, and a backflow? Like, why do you have these much technologies? But if you find
Right.
the benefit of all these things that you do have and stuff like that, that's basically helping you with your algorithmic lifestyle of creativity or illustration, composition, or whatever you're into, you know?
Orion Online. I
Yes,
dig
sir.
it. I dig that. I wouldn't have looked at it like that here. All right, D Smith in 2 years will be able to use AI to make Pixar level animated movies. Hey,
Yep.
listen. 2
We'll see.
years. That's a huge jump, though. In 2 years, I mean, the skills that it takes. Okay, so I like where we going with this here. I'm gonna ask you this question here first, D. Smith, and then Orion, I want you to follow up on this here.
Got you.
Creativity. Do you consider creativity to be a skill that can be trained, or is it a gift? Is creativity a skill or is it a gift?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Like anything, they both require at some point a higher level of discipline and training and learning to really hone your craft and become great at it.
Okay. Orion?
I agree with D. Smith. I can't add too much on that. That's he knocked it out the park. That's exactly what I think creativity is. But the only thing I am going to fear is that because of technology and what AI is doing, stuff like that, creativity is going to be just things that's going to be a dead art if not protected. And that's what the writer's strike and that's what the acting strike is, because you're protecting the creativity, the art of creativity.
Just like those pictures that they did. Oh, all those NFTs and AI pictures, and how people were like, people in the painting industry or drawing industry are afraid because they're worried about their stuff immediately getting knocked off, like immediately. And even with the water, because I don't know if you know about the watermark technique they do to show that their stuff is authentic or real.
Yeah.
AI is not too far off from basically getting rid of that, so then you really can't tell.
Exactly.
Okay, so if creativity is both, if creativity is a gift and a skill, AI is there to fill the gap in, right? AI is there to level the playing field, isn't it?
Not quite yet. In my opinion, not quite yet. But you speak on this because you're using chat. How accurate or how good is it? Because according to Donovan, and from what we've seen, they're still pretty. It's still a little wishy-washy with the way that it does pictures a bit, but it's not too far off. But I still don't think it's perfect yet.
It's not perfect, but that goes with anything that we jump into. But AI, we're now reached the point in our life that we are pioneers of this artificial intelligence that's actually made it to this part of our lifetime. I mean, artificial intelligence has always been around for a very long time, but now it's got to the point where it's getting into the creative part of things. Our AI is going to actually eventually become one of those things. Yeah, hold on,
Shit.
Medea goes, yeah, well, that's the thing. The AI is there to expand.
Hey, there he is.
Money making.
What he do? What he do, Samo?
Look, you just jumped in at the right time. Oh, we gonna fit. Yeah, we talking AI right now. Orion, keep cooking. We gonna yeah. My bad.
So AI, like I said, we're now pioneers of this now newfound. I guess I would still call it technology. It is technology. And the fact of the matter is that we've glad it got this far. AI is one of those things that's going to is going to keep learning because it's an algorithmic based program in a sense with coding and all that stuff. So even though that you ask it, it's like, hey, I want Goku and Sailor Moon on their own anime world and stuff like that. AI is going to put them bitches together rather than a fan made drawing, because those are two worlds that's really not they don't match, But if you'll see a Goku and a Sailor Moon put in one world, and it's different art formats. They could do it Disney way, Pixar way, Nickelodeon way, all those art formats. They could transition into in different realms. I mean, different artistic looks and stuff like that on top of even expanding even further from that, even things that you probably never have a think of. Oh, now Sailor Moon has, I don't know, blue hair now. How did that happen? Goku
Okay.
has a new power up now. He's got purple hair or something like that. Like it's some wild stuff.
But
But
so
it's
no, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
Are you good? But yeah, AI is just it's gonna be one of those things that like you're gonna still learn. It's not gonna be perfect right off the bat, but give it about 5, 10 years from now, and AI is gonna be not just 2 steps, but 3 steps or 4 steps ahead of you. And this is something that we're gonna have to embrace. You're just gonna have to be prepared for.
Okay, so
I'm thinking of Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible now.
Well, hold on. But this is my question here, and imagine I'm gonna let you answer this question since you just jumped in here, right?
All right.
So we've come to the consensus here that creativity is a skill and a gift, right?
Right.
If my gift of creativity, if my skill of creativity is greater than somebody else's, isn't AI something that they can use to level the playing field between the gap between my creativity, my gift and skill of it, and theirs?
I'll give you 2 answers.
Okay.
All right. So first answer is going to be there's always going to be big AA games, right?
Okay.
There's always going to be games that are pushed, and they'll be like, we put all this in. This is, we got Tom Bay, Michael Bay, we got everybody on this bitch, right? It's going to be the one that everybody goes for. That could be the AI, that could be the new kid on the block. Yeah, I got my script, I got my game, I got my characters from AI, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be a base, but let's say it's AI, pretty much generated. He's going to get some information, he's going to get some following. There's always going to be some games that are, they're going to be good because corporations make them good. They put a lot of money into this new kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one, it can level the playing field that way, right? We always got ones offs. Somebody can make a great album one time, they drop it, then they're out, right? So
Right.
you got that. It could be a one and done. But on the real spectrum, when you don't have a person and human interaction in it, and you don't have that like me and you, this is what we want to do, this is what we like, this is what we play. You don't put that in there and you actually build the game from ground up, or movies, technology, whatever it's going to be, it's going to feel generated. It's going to feel generated, which is exactly why we don't like some of these movies that are coming out right now. Cause it's like, all right, y'all put this in a little script maker to fill a plot hole and it's fucking ass.
So all right, that's fair. I can get with that too. That's fair. So it hasn't caught up enough yet to where it doesn't feel generated.
Yes.
It's not creative enough to where you can't tell the difference between somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody being like, yeah, this is all me. Meanwhile, half of it is actually AI generated. Yeah, we're not there yet. Now, there's going to come a time where, of course, the technology is going to, like O said, there's going to be a time where the technology is going to catch up. And at that point, then that's when we're just going to get like our regular, we're going to dive off into our little sects, our little cults. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, all right, I like my John Wick movies. I like my James Bond movies. Or I like my old Mafia, my old Western movies, or, merge a couple of them together. And you know what I'm saying, give me something crazy, figure it the fuck out. It's gonna be one of that. It's gonna be one of those times where like you said, all right, put that bitch in the mixer, see what we can make.
You don't think we there or close to being there yet?
Nah, I don't think we're
close. I feel like we're on the cusp of it. I'll say that. We're on the cusp.
I'll say that. I'll say we're on the cusp because like we just had, what was it, last year where everybody was screaming that, okay, we're just getting fucking remakes of games, nobody's creative anymore, you just want to see the old shit all pretty now, everybody's like that. So now I think it's being pushed to the line where everybody's like, all right, let me show you what I actually got. This is me, I'm giving this forefront. Now give it 2 more years and what goes to the internet then gets ate up by AI. Yeah, for sure, we're gonna have problems.
All right, that's a good point. Donovan in the comment, and right on time. It's there because that's why the writers had the strike, because AI was going to use their scripts as formula and database. Okay, exactly.
Yes.
So we're all, I think we're all kind of tracking on the same thought process here. Because and Orion, I like the way that you kind of worded this here, and that we should look for ways to use it as an enhancement as opposed to looking at it and being fearful of it.
Exactly.
It's just hard not to be fearful of it, though. It's hard not to be, though. It's hard to step out of that old world mindset of this is bad. This is inherently bad. It's hard to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question though, Uncle Jack?
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. What up?
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, what up?
You in front of your computer right now, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to get used to that?
Right. You're right. I mean, shit. In elementary school, we went in like a matter of 3 years, we went from floppy disk at elementary schools to having a computer lab full of new computers and software that taught us how to type. So that's fair. That's fair.
Oh god, yo, with the little things over the keyboards and shit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm gonna call that fair. That's right over the plate. That's fair. It's just I don't know. I guess as we get older, I don't know. It's hard not to view it that way, but I guess movies and entertainment has conditioned us to look at artificial intelligence in a negative light. I'll blame it on that too. That's my cop out.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'll go with that. But then also let's go with this, right? We'll just put it inherently with this. People attack what they don't understand. We don't understand AI because right now we're like, holy shit, it's smarter than all of us. Right. So I get when you say that fear, like Terminator and all of that, it can happen. Yeah, definitely it can happen because who fucking knows, right? But I mean, anything this is me personally, anything that is not human made, if it's just like recreated and made by like a robot or something, I feel like it's inherently weaker and it's gonna destroy faster. Kind of like a clone. Like if you clone somebody, like we've seen in comics, if you clone somebody, the clone usually doesn't live all the way up to, full age. You know what I'm saying? Got to cut that off by like a half, maybe a third or something. So I don't know. I think we will have a little minute because they're getting rid of digital media. So then it's gonna be like them, being able to clean up whatever they put out, make it look pretty after a couple of years. Like we get a Zack Snyder cut, and then you'd be like, all right, we're just gonna take from that, and then finally we made it together with the right script. I think we might get some shit like that. That might be how DC movie come back, because we still ain't got no Superman, man.
Yeah. I'm hoping he pulls that shit off, brother. I'm hoping.
Oh man, you don't like real girls. Blade Runner 2049. Here we come.
Hey.
You know what? I take a Blade Runner, bro. A high def Blade Runner or up to date when I couldn't even hold you up, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna run and grab my phone charger. I'll be right back, y'all. Be right back.
All right. Hey, look. Let's talk about some bread real quick, man. Y'all see what's going on in the crypto community?
I see.
Don't give it out free game. Don't be giving out free game. Shit.
Hey man, we ain't giving out free. We just talking real minute. He on a little intermission. We talk about money real quick.
But the bread blinking light is on, brother.
Hey, look, man. You got to give some to the fans, man. You give out game, people always give you love, right?
All right. Go. Shoot.
All right, look. So y'all see Bitcoin has finally hit a whole new price, right? So now we're in the 40s. So of course there will be another dip, but right now we waiting on this ETF to be approved or whatnot. There was some that was approved, they did it on the slide, whatnot, but we're waiting for the massive.
So is that is the ETFs gonna? I'm gonna get into the ETF game when that.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. I say like look around like tax time next year for sure. We're gonna hear something to say that it passed because all that money that they're gonna move around or that the government moves around in that time. Maybe the world. I won't say the government. I don't want nobody being, attacking or whatnot. All the money that's moving around at that moment, they're gonna want a new hot investment. So that's gonna be a definite investment. Another thing, XRP next year will be it's gonna be one of their good years because it was incorporated in like the same type of time, and it's gonna be a number, not a number, but a money making year all around. So like they're gonna go up astronomically.
So my bad, brother. Chime
Go
in.
ahead.
Do you think next year will still be a good, despite all the stuff that's going on? You think that next year will still be a good year for the market, overall market?
Oh yeah. So I know, yeah, because presidential election year, put it like that.
Well,
You
yeah,
feel
I
me?
know you said that before, but I'm just like,
Yeah. Mm. Like there's some things going on, but
mhm.
that's why there's a war going on right now. War makes money, and
Keeps
America got his hands in it.
mhm. keep,
You
keep,
know, it's
keep some
yeah,
gears nice and loose, you know.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's money being generated and pulled from places. So
Ah,
um, yeah, the market's still gonna be hot. Looking at XRP and then cold wallets, man. I still need y'all to get cold wallets, man. Get some
Oh
hardware
man.
wallets, man. All right.
all right. Heard.
Oh, last thing with anything about the market. They're shutting down Airbnbs outside, like in outside countries, external countries. So a lot of people are losing money in the real estate already. So you can see what that means for other
Yeah.
markets.
Mhm.
All right, that's it. That's my last spiel about money.
Oh
Oh,
man.
one more. I'm gonna piggyback off of you, Majin, real quick.
Back.
So, all right. Uh, a lot of this talk has been started, especially with Bitcoin, but the Wall Street bets and journal and all that stuff like that. We're talking about the GameStop stuff. What is that looking like for the future? Because aren't they going to start looking at bankruptcy pretty soon?
GameStop.
Yeah. I'm about to say, how is that GameStop tail? Because I'm on that shit too.
Look. I'm still looking at GameStop. What was it? GameStop, AMD, and
Yep.
then what was it? AMC.
Yeah, AMC
AMC.
Theater.
All
Yep.
right, so like AMC is not doing good at all, but like GameStop is still like making it. Like Kazuya for president, and I'm with that. But uh GameStop is still making it. Like weirdly, their balance sheet is still positive. The way that they make their monies is through consoles. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening because next year, ain't no new consoles being shipped. Everybody got a nice supply of everything. So I don't know. But as far as like major video game stores, like what else do we got, bro? Besides your
That's
local,
the
like
last one. That's the
yeah,
Physical
last one.
besides
physical media and all this stuff is about to go. We don't know what's
yeah,
going to happen
man.
now.
You got your local video game store, and you'd be scared to go in that
Walmart, Best
motherfucker.
Buy, that's it.
Yeah, but
Walmart, Best Buy,
um,
GameStop, that's it.
He said you'll be scared to go up in there.
yeah, man, them local video game stores, you find it, you like, bro, I didn't even know y'all was in here, but like this, it's a little hole in the wall.
Yo, I said the same thing. I said, yo, like I was hooking up to a chicken spot. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this a local like mom and pop's game store or something like that? I said, this came out of nowhere.
Yep,
But like
yep,
the problem is like, GameStop came back from a background of, being a pawn shop. So,
Oh, I didn't know
that's
yep.
that.
pretty much where physical media is going, is the pawn shops.
Hey, check this out while we own this, right? Y'all hear Netflix talk about opening up physical stores?
Yes,
I
I heard about
heard.
that. I heard about that.
Yeah, bro,
They're gonna try
that's
to be
wild.
blockbuster. They're gonna try to be
But
they gonna market themselves as the next blockbuster. They got that
yeah,
movie theater that they own in LA, right?
Well, because I
yeah,
thought there was a Netflix store in New York, but that's like a novelty kind of store. They just sell merch in there, right?
Only the beginning, bro. Only
yeah,
the
no, yeah, no. They decided like Blockbuster because there's one Blockbuster left supposedly, and they
that's
answered them
it.
on fucking Twitter. So like,
Yeah,
yeah, no, they for real. They answered them on Twitter. They was like, yeah, Netflix about to open up physical DVD rental stores, and they was like, bro, what the fuck?
Okay, but who does that? All right, who does that appeal to though?
I
us
think that's gonna appeal to
30
because
and up market.
who's gonna be getting all of your subscriptions, bro? Like I'm not paying for 8 or 10 subscription services, bro. Forget it.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
since both y'all are here, and we had this talk before, how do y'all feeling about the physical media dying out, and what are y'all
I'm
doing personally about it?
I'm upset. That's all I got. I'm upset. I ain't in the area to save my media, so I'm upset.
Look, Orion. All I see behind you is physical media. All I see behind you right there is
Yeah,
physical media.
physical hand holdable media, not
Yeah,
like That's the only physical media that I will collect is if it's able to control a video game. But other than that, when it
Okay.
comes to physical disc and stuff like that, I don't deal with it. I already told you my story. Just
No
did
Blu-rays for either of y'all.
no
Hey
Blu-rays.
man, hey,
No
I'm
nothing.
gonna keep it. I'm
hey
gonna keep it a
man.
buck, and I'm gonna keep margin up the speed of why I don't collect physical media, man. I just got sticky fingers in the family. I just got sticky fingers.
Oh, hey, I understand. I understand. I had a Nintendo game stolen from me, man. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Hey, look, though. You got a GameCube up there? I mean, not a GameCube. You got a Game Boy up there?
Ooh.
No, there's some ones from Amazon. When I used to be on Twitch and stuff like that, Twitch sent me Amazon controllers.
Okay.
That's that. It's that dead ass company from Google Stadia
Oh,
controller out there.
state. Oh,
Oh,
I think they were a little too ahead of the game. They were a little
I
too
forgot
ahead.
about that.
They've refunded me for their failure, so I got that for free.
That's a win. That's a win.
You know,
He shook him down for the refund.
yeah. And all of these are my competing controllers for competitions and esports and stuff like that. So that's what I collect.
Badass. All right. So look, real quick. All right, just to dive in. Y'all know we got to go somewhere. We got to meet up at a Comic Con, or Anime Con, or somewhere, and then we got to
I
get
was just
into a
asking
second.
Dion about that. We all got to link up, but if it ain't gonna be a comment, we all need to do like some sort of I don't know, hangout Caribbean cruise or some shit like that. I'm down for
Something,
it.
man. Yeah, man. And then we gotta end the time with some tournaments, man. We can do all the fighting games. You know, I'm down for Tekken, and then I hop in the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Wrestling, you knocked me out in
Hold
one hit.
on. Tekken Smoke.
Yeah,
Tekken
man.
Smoke.
Look, man. I need it, man. Cause look, bro. I went to this last con over here in Detroit, man. Look, bro. I was undefeated. Do you hear me? I need some competition in my life.
You was undefeated at what?
I was undefeated at UmaCon in Detroit, bro.
No, but I'm saying
So
at
Detroit
Tekken,
didn't show up.
Oh yeah, Tekken.
D Smith talking some shit right now, man.
Hey man,
What?
yeah,
I'm saying Detroit
yeah,
didn't
man.
show up that day.
Hey, look,
Monsters all like, this is all you got.
What
This
y'all
all
was
you
on?
got.
Tekken
I'm
7?
with all of
yeah,
y'all.
Tekken 7, man. And you know I am. Once I get up to 10 wins in a row, I'm quitting. I'm done.
All right, who was you riding with at Tekken 7? Who you was riding with? Brian Fury?
You know it.
Okay.
You know it. Hey, y'all seen the new characters?
Oh, for Tekken?
Yeah.
Nah. See, Tekken been quiet because they
No.
not dropping until next year. Tekken been a little quiet.
They've been showing new characters, bro. They showed Leo again. They showed Steve.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. We seen Raven. Who else? There's a new character. He looked like a European like James Bond type.
Okay. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, they got some new characters, man. So yeah, just to throw that out there. But sometimes we gonna link up pretty soon, and there's gonna be a fighting game,
Tekken
tournament,
Smoke.
whatever we playing, everything, all of them. But yeah, definitely.
Tekken Smoke.
Man, Maja, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Shoot.
Hold on.
Tekken Smoke.
You gonna be there. You gonna be there.
I don't know. I might just have to watch.
I gotta
I
put
ain't
Come on
trying
with
to
it.
disclosure out there real
about
quick.
Debo.
What you got, Oh?
Harada from Namco. This podcast is not sponsored by Tekken 8 or Namco Bandai because
No,
we've been
not
talking
at
a
all.
lot of Tekken talk. But I mean, yeah, man, Tekken 8, man, it's catching up with the fighting games, man. Like if anything else, man, if you ain't got that console, man, now it's time to get that console stuff, because all three hot fighting games is out. It's gonna be out.
I think Tekken,
January 29th.
I think Tekken 8, like graphically, was the most superior out of MK1 and Street Fighter 6. Tekken 8 looked the best.
Oh, Chris.
And like the only thing I'm gonna say about Tekken is that I feel like, and look, I want to get y'all take on this, man. It's time. Like Tekken 7 did the crossover characters with Street Fighter. They did it with where's Geese Howard from? What? Ah, man, damn.
King of Fighters,
right?
Yeah.
Tekken 8, there's no excuse, bro. It's time for them to at least bring over one Virtual Fighter character and one from Dead or Alive for DLC. It's time, bro. It's time. We need at least one.
Hey
At least,
man, you
at
know,
least one.
I'm with that, bro, because I need Dead or Alive to stay alive, man. I like that fighting game, and like,
Dead or
yeah,
Alive was one of my favorite. It was one of the sleeper hitters, man. They
It's
was
time.
trying in the early 2000s. They was trying.
they was
Graphic,
doing good.
Volleyball game
bro.
in them
Graphic.
stages.
Yeah, my bad, D Smith.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say graphically, Tekken 8 has just now caught up to where Dead or Alive was graphically. You know what I'm saying? So like it's time for them to make that crossover happen. They gotta at least incorporate 1 or 2 characters as DLC from Dead or Alive or Virtual Fighter into Tekken 8, bro. Like they gotta I mean, I know Japan, I know shit is a little bit petty with the way they get down over there, but like they gotta put Hayabusa in Tekken
Yeah,
8, bro, as DLC. If they can
I
put
need
a Kuma,
Hayabusa,
mm-hmm.
Hayabusa, and Hayate.
Yes. And from Virtual Fighter, we need, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know who they could throw in from Virtual Fighter, bro.
Who was
Jack,
the main character, man? What was his name?
you talking about Jackie?
Oh, dude, that looked like Ryu.
Oh,
Yeah, from Virtual Fighter. There you go.
Akira. Yeah, like that would be dope.
Discount Ryu.
I think Tekken could pull that off, man, because
We got
like,
McDonald's at home.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, bro, that's where that's at with Tekken, man. Tekken 8 might end up being better than Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat.
Let me throw this question out real quick. All right, everybody throw in their specifically requested guest character. Would you want to be in Tekken 8?
From anything or from the 2 games we just talked about?
Anything.
Ooh,
I mean, they already
shit.
put Negan in Tekken 7, so
That shit was random as hell. Like,
Hey,
Negan
man,
should have
yeah.
been in Mortal Kombat.
We got Noctis, Final Fantasy. I was shocked from that.
Yeah, we got him.
I was wow. Damn, anybody?
Yeah.
No Goku.
watch
I don't
me
want to
give
hear
a
that.
better
I don't want to hear
answer.
Goku.
Watch me give a better answer when we off the live, but
I think. All right, go ahead, bro.
Fuck. You know, somebody from another fighting game, somebody that's big and could whoop some ass. Damn. Cop out. Ryu from Street Fighter.
Good answer.
I'm going
No,
to
that's
cop
a
Good answer.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. Easy work. Easy work. They put Akira. They put Akuma in there. Get Ryu in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could do that.
I mean, look. What I would say is let's have some fun with it, man. I mean, why not put like? I mean, look, you got Steve Fox in there as a boxer, right?
Mm.
I mean, we showing love. Okay, hold on. Donovan says put Scorpion in there. All right, no.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Look,
that's
let's I say just for the novelty of it, just to see how they could do it, put Apollo Creed in there as DLC.
That works.
Okay.
I'd rather see Mortal Kombat. I'd rather see Apollo Creed in Mortal Kombat.
Put Apollo Creed in Tekken, man. Let's get Apollo Creed in Tekken. Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed in Tekken. That would be dope. I think that would be dope. If not that, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. No, I'm going with that. Apollo Creed. Okay. Apollo Creed in Tekken, bro.
Yeah, that would be that.
Franchise.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm a piggyback off of what Jack said. I would like to see like a real fighter in there. You know what I'm saying? Something legendary. You know what I'm saying? I'll take an Ali or something. You know what I'm saying? Something. Throw that in there if you could. But I can understand Creed. We can get the new one. So any real fighter I could take. But shit, bro, from any game, man. I mean, we already said what I wanted from Dead or Alive. So like, if I had to pick any game, and we'll keep it with like on the PlayStation tip. You can give me Kratos, or you can give me Snake. I ain't even gonna hold you up, bro.
Snake. That Snake was a pretty good answer.
Kratos would be good.
Yeah. You can give me like just to keep it strictly, or even if you want to switch out Snake, you can give me Tomb Raider. You know what I'm saying? You can give me Lara
Croft. See, all these characters, I just keep imagining more in Mortal Kombat just because they do more.
just to keep that CTC. You feel me?
Well, look, Solid Snake. Yeah, Snake and Tekken would be fire.
Yeah.
All right, so
like Snake. I like that
Snake
pick.
makes sense because of Konami is actually putting in some effort, So Snake makes sense. Here's I'm gonna have a wild card answer, and I'm gonna have a fair play answer. The fair play answer is I'm gonna ask for a Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII to be in there. It's just a high demand.
Oh, okay.
That's a good pick.
That's just my high
Okay.
demand on that. It's high up on the list. Tifa Lockhart needs to be in Tekken 8.
That's a money
She missed her
maker.
train for Tekken 7 because she's from Final Fantasy 7. But okay, let's go ahead and miss numbers, And my cop out wild card answer is I want the 3 cast members from Cobra Kai. I want Reese. I want Keith. Mr. Miyagi, fuck it, put that bitch in there too.
Ooh,
Put four legendary heads from Cobra Kai.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, give me, man, fuck all that. You give me Mr. Miyagi because he could take over old boy that died. What was his name? Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Give me him.
Yo, Donovan said Pootie Tang.
That's wild.
Pootie Tang, Stink Meaner.
Ooh.
Hey,
yo, that would be wild.
No, because I think Tekken is like right on the borderline of like that, or because with Mortal Kombat has to be violent. It's more violent than Tekken. Tekken still retains that arcadey aspect. You know what I'm saying? So somebody like Negan never made sense to me. I don't know why they put Negan in Tekken 7, bro. I have no clue why they did that.
Cheesiest character.
No clue why they did that, man. I mean,
I can give you a guess answer right now, but
Money.
probably it's because there's got to be funding with the collaboration. I'm pretty sure Netflix must have sit there and said, you know what, we'll go ahead and throw a little bit more money in Tekken for a bigger budget and a bigger esports community gathering. Netflix probably sponsoring their esports events.
I mean,
I could rock with that because that little Netflix special wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up, bro. Y'all like y'all fuck with that?
Yeah, man. That was a nice way of wrapping up all this lore that they've been like bullshitting about throughout Tekken.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Wait. Y'all really? What was that shit called on Netflix? What was that called? Tekken
Retribution, Bloodline or some shit.
What the
Retribution, something like that. Blood Retribution or something like that.
Oh my god, y'all really was. I thought it was Blood Fury, bro. What the fuck was that shit called, man?
Okay, wait, but hold on for a second.
We don't know the fucking name. This is wild.
What was that shit called?
Tekken Bloodline.
Tekken Bloodline. All right.
Rebellion. Faded Retribution. So all of us were somewhere on that shit.
I mean, because there was a Bloodline movie. There was a CG movie I watched, and that was okay. I can see why you would call that one corny, because it is corny, but it was just with like computer graphics, almost Resident Evil and Final Fantasy movie style quality, But I watched it in Japanese. I watched it in sub, and I gave it a chance in dub, and I guess because I watched it twice is the reason why I liked it,
Man, I'll say the Japanese dub was much better than the English dub, bro. But like,
agreed.
Man, I can't jive with that, bro. Like,
you know what it is. You know what it is. You didn't like seeing Hihachi beat up Jin like that. That's all it was.
Listen, all right. This is what I'm gonna say here. I feel like there was lore that they could have played off of. All right, in my head, Orion, we talked about a storyline earlier, right? Yeah. I feel like if they were gonna introduce Tekken as an animated series, they could have drawn off of the original animated film that they did off of Tekken. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I remember that.
I actually remember watching that.
So they put stock footage of Kazuya in there. In my head, like for fan service, the footage of Kazuya should have been from that old school Tekken movie instead of brand new stock footage. Like, I feel like the continuity and what it was they were trying to do, they could have played off of what they had before instead of just oh, well, this is Kazuya and this is what he was doing, so we're just gonna show you. Nah, fuck that, man. Throw that old school footage from that movie back in the day in there, just so it can be like, damn, I remember that. Kazuya was a bad motherfucker in that movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm that's just me being a mark. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being a mark for Tekken. But there was more that they could have did with that. And then they got Leroy walking around holding the dog just to get his ass whooped. Like, what was the point in Leroy being there? Why was he there?
And they I don't know, they really wanted to make that character canon. That's that new that's that new age shit, man. Gotta make a stamp, gotta be different, gotta be the same, gotta be different.
Look, I'm gonna say it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't what I expected it to be out of Tekken. And I think Tekken 3, I still think Tekken 3 is the best Tekken ever.
So I agree. Story wise, that shit made sense.
And that was the story that they were telling with Bloodline. So it was like, damn, this is what I've been waiting to see for so long. And it's like, all right, I guess well, you know what I mean?
They got the juicy bits, they got the juicy bits.
Yeah, but that's how I felt about that, man. It'd be nice if they brought it back to clean some shit up, though.
Hey, quick question. Do you think some of these fighting characters should actually have their own individual arc? RPGs, like kind of like how Kakarot has his own arc, video game arc,
Hell yeah.
That one chick get a whole video game.
Yeah, they did. They tried it with Nina Williams.
Yes, that's gonna what, bro. I still remember that X-Play review, that terrible X-Play review.
I forgot about that.
Why was this a thing?
They tried it. They tried it with Nina Williams. I remember Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
That was good. Shaolin Monks.
Also Special Forces too. Mortal Kombat.
Yo, Special Forces was
really special for him.
Bro, that looked like a 90s album cover if I ever saw one. The do-rag and everything.
Oh man, they had.
Didn't Tekken try that? Didn't Tekken try something like Shaolin Monks? It was one like 5 or 4 where they had like a special mode and then.
With Jin. Jin had his own little arc in Tekken 5.
They do that in Tekken 3 too, where you fight the football.
Yeah, when you went on like an adventure or some shit.
No, that was Tekken Force mode, but
you're talking about Force, but like Jin had his own little arc in Tekken 5.
That was on the PSP version, though. That wasn't on the console version.
No, yes, it was. It was on the console too.
Oh, it was.
It's one.
What's the name of it? Y'all about to get me searching. Hold on.
I can't fucking remember.
The final boss is the robot of that in Tekken 4.
Because that's Tekken
Force mode. I remember that. I'd always get my ass whooped by the robot.
But what Orion is talking about is that on it was Tekken 5 Blood something. It was the special edition. It was that re-release. Blood Vengeance. Yeah, where you could play as Jin in like a 3D beat 'em up. Jin had his own mode. Yeah, man. Because Tekken Force mode was like the 2D mode where it was like Streets of Rage. But the mode in that Tekken 5 joint was like a fully 3D third person joint, man.
But they also had it for other characters too, because Jin had his own, but the other characters had one too.
That shit right there.
Yeah, I see.
That's when that's when he was
there. That's when he was going to go fight Ogre.
What console was that on? I thought that was on PSP.
I thought that was Tekken. I thought that was on PS2, but I remember that. I was like, yo, he's got his own little arc in Tekken 5, where you.
They brought that over, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish that they'll take more chances on their characters for that type of shit. Like I guess in today's climate, I think fighting game characters having their own arc would work better. Because we came a long way when it comes to mechanics and graphics and stuff.
So what'd you think about the mode in Street Fighter 6 that they kind of did that? What'd you think about that?
That's pretty much the reason why I kind of want more of these fighting games to have their own art, because Capcom has now expanded from just down to 2D fighting game platform to now they've actually gotten to the more of the quest RPG like aspect. That just shows you the range of Capcom. I'm like, wow, you can come out of a fighting game and go straight into a Quest RPG campaign. Like this is wild, you know.
Wait, I
How
think
did
okay.
that do? Oh, how did that do? Because when it came out, people were talking about it, but then everybody got quiet. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
All right.
creating that little world and stuff like that. The only thing that could have been better is if they expanded out of their whole game hub, you know, and have a whole entire world you can actually walk around in, you know, because you were able to walk around Mad Gear City. You're able to go fly to some of the countries that these Street Fighter characters are from, you know, and there's a whole crazy quest in between to build your own character up. But a lot of it reminded me of Def Jam Vendetta without the without the the wrestling mechanic stuff like that. You're building your character in the streets, you know, so you got to build a fighting character kind of like you had to build a street fighting character in Def Jam, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in these streets, and it the feeling of walking the streets of, you know, Mad Gear City, which is basically you're known as a street fighter. It's a play on words. It's clever. It's so fucking clever. You are a street fighter in the streets of Mad Gear City, and you have to be a street fighter. That means you have to fight people in the streets, you know?
Right.
Mhm.
And you have gangs that constantly start fights with you, and, you know, and you have to beat these gangs up. But the more you become a reputable fighter, the gangs stop fucking with you and stuff like that. They run away from you, you know? So basically, the Street Fighter campaign type gameplay, or the whole mechanic, or whatever you want to call that experience, it's a funny play. It's definitely a funny play of being a street fighter, being a reputable street fighter, because now you're a highest level street fighter, and you're walking around the streets of Mad Gear City, and people don't want to challenge you. You're good at fighting, and now you have to compete against the world. It's a great street fighting telling story. If you really stick to the mechanics of the game. But if you sit there and say it's corny, you don't have to play it. But it's good to play. It's fun to play.
Okay.
So is that more interesting than a story mode involving all of the characters? Like I remember with Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Ooh.
With Mortal Kombat Armageddon, they had that single player story mode.
Yeah.
The only problem is that they introduced that new character, they introduced that new character too late for that conquest mode to really hit like it was supposed to. And then even the game before that, with Mortal Kombat Deception, they had the conquest mode with Sun Jinko. So I think you on to something there. I think that it's cool to have a cinematic story mode like what they do with Mortal Kombat, but it's also kind of dope. I think with fighting games, it's more interesting when you can explore that world as a character and use the fighting mechanics as a background to what it is that you're doing in that open world. Like ideally, I feel like they should be leaning more towards something like that. You know what I'm saying? That I like that more.
Capcom figured it out to transition from because it's just like that campaign RPG, like kind of like Conquest, except when you approach an enemy, you're automatically transitioned to a 2D fighting platform aspect, and then once you're done, then you go right back into a campaign mode seamlessly without having to push additional buttons. It does it for you.
See,
you know.
Well, I know why you fuck with that though. You fuck with that from Final Fantasy and the JRPGs.
Yeah.
That's really all that. That's really all that is right there.
They simplified it. They learned they infused and fusion that shit together, and it worked. I was like, damn, this is pretty clever. This is really clever. If they just expanded this a little bit more to open it more towards everybody else that's on it, and that's online with you, stuff like that, where everybody can explore these worlds. Not only that you have to fight gangs on the street, but you have to fight other motherfuckers who want to test you. And I think that'll be a funny battle to start with, you know, because you can make your character look as mean as fuck and have little funny ass quotes on the side like "you a punk ass bitch," you know, and then already commence fighting because the loading times. There's no loading times. It's an easy transition. Oh, you trying to bang? Bet fighting game move. You know, you know.
All right. So
it's a good transition.
Speaking of RPGs, right? I was never an RPG guy. Mark or Majin, I know you're an RPG guy. Orion, I know you an RPG guy. D Smith, were you ever an RPG guy as a gamer?
No.
Right.
I've tried a few times, but I'll say this: I haven't found the right one. I'll leave it at that. Final Fantasy VII was like the one that made me almost.
All right.
Right, did you get the remake? You got the remake?
Nah.
What?
Nah, bro. That's too much.
You gonna offend me like that, bro?
Listen,
You gotta play the
hey,
new game, man.
listen.
They making things better.
So, but all right. So this is what I'm gonna ask y'all here, right? What is the difference between JRPG and Western RPG? If y'all could give me an example, what game stands out as a Western RPG?
I can tell you why that it's a differentiate.
All right,
Why they're differentiated.
Mm-hmm.
It gets that name because culturally, stylistically, and themes are Japanese. That's it. That's literally why they have that term. It's only to like, it's like how we use anime. We call everything anime, even though
They're
it's
cartoons.
cartoon. It's really only there to associate that it's that like, because people look at that and know specifically that comes from Japan or Asia somewhere.
Yeah, because
That's all it really is.
put it to you like this: Western RPG, God of War,
Dark Souls,
Dark Souls, fucking Last of Us,
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, Western RPG, right? JRPG, you always know that it's like a certain theme. It feels more Dungeon and Dragon-y, right? Because of the cinematics, but it's not that fucking pick and choose where you can. It's a computer, Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like, okay, I can do this, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? My fucking character looks like this. I can do whatever I want.
Okay.
No, it's not like that.
So I do know that Final Fantasy VII Remake got away from turn-based, right? For their encounters.
Yeah, it's still in there, but it's like an active turn base. Yeah, it's still in there.
How do y'all feel about that? Was that a necessary change?
Hold on. So here's the thing, though. Let me go ahead and rewind back to the difference between JRPG and Western RPG. It's almost like now kind of defining which Spider-Man do you like, Black Spider-Man or White Spider-Man. They're both Spider-Man at the end of the day.
Okay.
But it's because now Japanese RPG, to be exact, they've gotten so much inspiration from the realistic factor of, kind of like action RPG, where I think now it's blending in very well. Where because Japan has started to take a lot of their Western look and applying it to their games, and they've been doing that pretty seamless throughout since 13. The fact of the matter is there's actually Black representation in Final Fantasy. Some doing good taste, and some like, bro, what the hell is this? You think that's what we like? But it's the fact that there is some representation there, but they've been doing that to blend in well with the Western demographics as well. So it's getting to the point where now JRPG and Western RPG, other than the style and designs and the culture, it's all going to start. It's eventually going to start merging into just regular RPG because of the same mechanics that's going on. The action is all going straight towards action RPG. It's going straight towards cinematics. It's all going straight to realistic character designs and stuff like that. It's all merging into one place. So there's really no telling what those what genres are going to pull in. It's just nice to see that Japan has actually expanded on the culture and add more Western-looking people into their work.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I say eventually in due time. If you follow me, eventually in due time, this is going to be just one word. It's going to be, just RPG, just one genre.
Okay.
No difference in culture, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
You know what? The other one that comes to mind when I think Western RPG would be like the classic top-down Fallout games before they went 3D. That would also kind of come to mind.
Oh, in StarCraft.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Damn, that's a good point. That's a good one right there, D. Smith. So are turn-based RPGs no longer a thing? Is the attention span just too short for turn-based RPGs to really be able to be in a space to hit the way that they hit back in the day?
There's
To
a
be a
niche
main
community for
game?
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
There's
was
a
gonna
niche
say to be a
community.
main game. Nah, I'm with him. I'm with those. Not for a main game. It'd be a niche community. Like I would play that.
Right, because the last one that really hit was what, like Undertale, as far
Uh,
as a turn-based.
See your stars.
Octopath.
I got that one. Number 2.
Yeah, Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, Octopath, and then you gotta try See your stars, bro. It's not bad.
Yeah, Trustee Stars. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Nope.
because man, I
I
remember
think
watching.
Dragon.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
My bad, but I think Dragon Quest is still turn based. But I haven't played that in years.
Because, bro, I remember watching Kyle, watching our cousin Kyle play fucking Breath of Fire 4 on
Yo,
PS2. And
yo.
I just remember watching him play that shit. Like, what are you doing right now, man? Like I just woke up. I took a nap, woke up from a nap, and you still doing this shit right here, bro. Like, I'm about to go for a walk or something, man. You know what I'm saying? I was never patient enough for the turn-based RPGs to really get into them like that. But I mean, I guess they served a purpose overall as far as the landscape of gaming then, right? They were necessary to progress the medium of gaming. Y'all would say that, right?
Agreed.
All right. So I'm gonna say we got about 20 minutes here. I mean, we got both of y'all on here, man. I want to ask y'all this here. Why is Final Fantasy so important to the gaming industry? What is it about Final Fantasy as a series of games that matters in this industry here? When people think about the landmark titles, they always go to the Super Mario Brothers, Metal Gear Solids. Nobody puts together their best list, your Grand Theft Autos. Final Fantasy is also one of those landmark titles that everybody kind of makes that space for. My question for y'all is why?
I'll go first because I keep mine simple. They were the first ones to come out with it. You know, they were the first ones to come out on console where it was like it was something that
first
you.
good one, bro. First good one. They were RPGs
Okay.
before, but
There
first
were,
good.
but like they were the first one that got Steam, right? Yeah, there were other ones out there, but they were the first one that got Steam. You feel me? Like where it was like, okay, they give you a generic kind of Dungeons and Dragons layout. There's a story, you figure it out, you go through, you play some characters, and then okay, cool. You can pick some different, magic. You can learn different skills, switch with this person. Congrats, you beat the game, come back for the next one. Like, but it was a game that, once again, it had failed before, and everybody's like, why are we gonna back another one? But they were the ones to be successful, and then they kept it going. Once you hit once, you took off. Hey, look, you a champion. Let's hold it. That's why they're still important because yeah, they may mess up, but like Final Fantasy 13, anything with lightning was trash. Like yeah, they mess up here and there, but we still are gonna buy their games, like no doubt. Like Final Fantasy 15, 16, till this day, still got it. Doesn't matter.
We got Donovan in the comments. Final Fantasies made JRPGs mainstream. The New York Yankees of RPG gaming. All right, I did
Yeah.
that.
I agree.
That.
Most definitely.
Orion, what's your take on that? Why is Final Fantasy on that Mount Rushmore of gaming IPs?
I mean, Majin pretty much put it out there simply. It's the first one that hit mainstream, and it's been caught people's attention by word of mouth. It's been commercialized heavily in Japan because the success of Final Fantasy VII, and now because of that, everybody's expecting that kind of magic because it just seems that Square Enix knows how to capture the magic, and I'm pretty sure I know the reason why Disney was able to be like, "Oh, I'm coming with you." You figured out the magic, you got the magic, we put that magic together, and that's how Kingdom Hearts came in. So it's basically the brand name of Square Enix is that we create magic here. It's the reason why Final Fantasy is important because that's part of Square Enix's brand. It's the magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, to piggyback off that real quick, like
Yeah, go ahead.
Final Fantasy, Square Enix, like they were the first like game to like really get into like magic mechanics. And like, all right, we gotta make a fireball look like a fucking fireball, like thunder, lightning, like wind, like earth. Like they actually like got into that shit and they're like, all right, if we're gonna play a magic game, you gotta feel like you're using magic, man. Do that shit. Put that bedazzle on that, man.
Right. It can't just be a text that
Yeah.
comes up on screen. You got hit by a fireball.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got hit by a fireball, man. Can't just be a block. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be a block. Oh, fire. Nah, man.
You see the
Screen
text
flash
come up,
red.
you got hit by a fireball.
You feel me?
Bro,
You feel me? Yeah.
Like that's why I said what I said. I'm like, bro, there were a lot of RPGs. They were
That's
ass.
what it was.
In the 80s, they were dog shit ass.
Oh shit!
Before Final Fantasy, most of them.
Hey, yo, just be happy I didn't grow up during the Atari era. They were just shoveling trash to people.
Bro,
in
I be
general,
playing football still. If video games never evolved past Atari, I'd be playing football.
You got hit by a fireball.
Yep.
That's what it was, bro.
Yep. And screen flash red. Screen might flash red, but it had like a green underlay.
Right. And you would just get text. Like how is anybody supposed to believe that shit?
Right. So your 2D sprite just jumps up a little bit because to the hit damage.
No, man, wasn't even that, bro. It was a blank screen.
Text.
It'd be like you come
if you were lucky.
You come to a fork in the road, and you supposed to type go left or go right. That was the first like RPGs, bro. Okay. Computer text based.
Right.
So, and I from what I've been told, the themes of the Final Fantasy games also are a big draw for some of the players as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about the stories behind each games, but like every game is its own story, right?
Yeah, but it's all anti-religion.
It is, right? Like
every last one of them.
Every game is you killing God.
Like, yeah, dead ass.
The joke.
That is it. That is the running gag of Final Fantasy. Like we're going to kill God, and that is it.
I had no idea. Really?
Yes, bro.
That is, bro.
I find it quite weird and strange, but I love the artwork for Final Fantasy, man. That dude, dude that's been doing it, I always stare at it so hard.
Oh no! I think his name is Nobutu, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love how it's progressed over the years and gotten better and better as it's going on.
So excluding Final Fantasy VII, right? What are y'all's top three?
Oh.
What are y'all's top three Final Fantasy games, excluding number 7?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
I could have said 5. But I said 3. If y'all want to go to 5, we can go to 5. But I mean, we could. Hey, listen, another list with D Smith. Let's get it, man.
I'm gonna let ChatGPT answer it for me.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that. Oh, we ain't doing that over here.
No, don't pull out an A ball and just shake it. That's the equivalent of taking out an A ball and saying, "What is my list?"
Because once you go beyond Final Fantasy VII, everybody starts questioning you, like your flavor of Final Fantasy and taste and stuff. When it comes to like, oh, you didn't appreciate Final Fantasy until maybe after 7. Anyways, you ain't played 3, you ain't played 4, you ain't played 5. I'm like, listen, dude.
Hey man, don't nobody know who Cecil is.
Next time anybody says, what's your favorite Final Fantasy? The one with Cecil in it. How about that?
Look, anybody gonna know what that is? They be like, huh? Which one is that?
Hey, look, Donovan.
Yeah, exactly.
Donovan popped up within minutes.
10, 8, and 15 for me personally. Oh, you like Squall? You like Leon? I thought Leon was a bitch. I ain't gonna hold you up. I know, not to hate you, nothing. Hey, 8 Final Fantasy 8 to me was a Star Wars remake.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep, just like Final Fantasy 12.
hold on, because Final Fantasy VIII came out. Sony released that the same day the Sega Dreamcast dropped.
They did.
Yeah, same day that the Dreamcast dropped, they released Final Fantasy VIII.
Hey, what's the one on Super
Yeah,
Nintendo?
February 11, 99.
Yep. Oh, hold on. So he said Lionheart all day. I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Hey, I'm with it. Hey, Squall did come through though. He started off as a little baby. It was a Romeo and Juliet Star Wars story though. It was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Who plays Pokemon cards?
Hey, what was the one on Super Nintendo with the steampunk looking one? Was that 5 or 4? Because that one looks dope too.
Ooh, hold on.
Maybe I'll just Google it.
See, that's why my card would be exposed, because I said yes, I am that person.
Nah, man, but look, I like how y'all still ain't in. I mean, I like how
all right, look. So I got to do with 3. You said 3. That's it. Or are we doing 5?
Hey, if you want to do 5, that's fine. But I'm saying excluding 7. You know what I mean? What are y'all 3 favorites?
Easy. I'll give you Final Fantasy 9. Right? Zidane was a good storyline for that for everybody. Different artwork too. 10. Ooh. Damn. I want to say Final Fantasy 3, but I still want to see like the updated version of that. They tried to give us a little half one with the Stranger's Paradise. That shit was trash. So that'll be like my 4th one. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see what was it? I had to say Final Fantasy 15. Man, I ain't crying over a Final Fantasy game. Boy, that would have me tear up. And then my 5th one. My 5th one had to be the first Final Fantasy Online.
Okay. And Donovan says nobody gave a fuck about tactics on the GameCube.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, I ain't had nobody play that shit with.
That was a cold following, or was that the one on Game Boy? No, the one on
both.
Game Boy was
you could transfer it over. You can connect it.
I remember
you connected with Final Fantasy
little,
like Crystal Knights or something.
The little cords, bro. Yeah, you
yeah.
Cords.
Yeah, man, nobody fucked with that one, man. That was like another like Japan like local. Like you had to be somewhere near somebody. Be like, hey, bro, you play the same game?
Oh, you ducking smoke, bro. You ducking smoke, bro. I need 3.
I'm going to be the reverse of Majin, where I'm do 15, 10, and 9.
Okay.
15, 10, and 9. All right, bet. Hey, look, you gotta give me Kingdom Hearts 2 in there too. You feel me?
That's a cop out.
I'm a hard Kingdom Hearts head.
Though, yeah, that's
15, 10, and
you know what I'm saying.
Well, see, this goes into Donovan's next question. The best Final Fantasy spinoff game. Are y'all gonna put Kingdom Hearts in there as a spinoff?
No, that has to be separate. We're talking about Crisis Core, or you're talking about the
Dirge
Dirge Rebus, and you also got who else got spin-offs out of Final Fantasy? There has been a fighting game.
Oh, you talking about Urgeist? Urgeist.
Oh, nah, that's Sega.
I know where you're coming from, but I know where you're coming from.
It's like the Sega, something like that.
Yeah. What he said, and then you had then you had Final Fantasy World, like it was like these chibi form of Final Fantasy, except it had all of them in there.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Yeah, I bought it.
Like Final Fantasy World or something.
Yeah, Final Fantasy World Fantasy or some shit like that. And I'm like,
yeah.
I bought it, but I haven't touched it. I was like, yo, what is this trash?
Yeah, I had to say my favorite would be like the fighting game, Sega, and then Dirty Servers, because like they made like an okay shooter. I can't tell you that.
Said Decidia was underrated. Decidia.
There it is, Decidia. My bad, not Sega. I don't know what the fuck I was saying.
Yeah. So that's we know what that is, man. We know what that is, man. The city. So what was the city? Is that the fighting game y'all talking about?
Yeah, that was a fighting game of all Final Fantasies fighting each other in a.
And then what was the other one y'all mentioned?
Combat. Irgez is one of them. That was a fighting game, but it only had 4 out of five Final Fantasy VII characters in that shit, and it was just a stadium style fighting game. Not stadium, Power Stone style fighting game.
Damn, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And then y'all mentioned one other one. Y'all mentioned another one. Because I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm
I think it was
with Dirge
like
of
Final
Cerberus.
Fantasy World Fantasy or something like that. You know?
said
Oh yeah,
Dirge
Final
of
Fantasy
Cerberus?
World.
You said
Dirge
yeah,
of Cerberus.
Dirge. See, all right, man. I don't even know how to spell that. But,
DIRGE of Cerberus.
They had
man,
the character Vincent from Final Fantasy VII as the main character in that one.
Yeah, man, he was going around shooting motherfuckers. He had a nice triple pistol.
so that was a shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So they really went in with the spinoff then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that one was
There's
hard. That was. Go ahead.
There's more other stupid spin-offs, but they ended up going to smartphone. Like the biggest mistake they made was they put the shooter Final Fantasy in mobile when that could have easily been a console game. You know, I'd have been happy to play a Final Fantasy shooter.
Okay.
You know,
You said Dirge of Cerberus. Okay. But that's what's up. See, I can dig that. For me, having never played any of them games, I can respect that. Like, it's a brand that they keep going and that they put quality into it. They might not hit each time out, but there's something there for everybody here. But this shooter game looks wild. This shit look wild, man.
Man.
That shit look crazy.
It wasn't bad, bro.
Yeah, they was chasing Devil May Cry though. I could tell that they was going after Dante. They wanted smoke with Dante on that one.
Yeah, they went for some style points, but they ain't hit like that.
But I mean, said nobody cared about Chronicles. That's what's up, man. See, this is why I like when we could chop it up about gaming a little bit. Forgot about it.
I
forgot about Chocobo Racing.
I'm gonna throw this out there. This is a game that I'm very, very disappointed on Square Enix not putting out there, but they could have started putting more effort in Parasite Eve. I slept on RPG.
Ooh,
you know,
I remember. I remember Parasite Eve.
It needs to come back with a remake.
I remember that joint.
Did get one. It did. I thought I recently got one.
A PSP third birthday version of it, and it was terrible because it stayed on PSP. It was a good game. It just stuck on PSP. It should have been on console. Parasite Eve should never have been treated that way.
That shit was creepy.
Because that was during the Final Fantasy VII transitioning to the Final Fantasy VIII mechanic. So yeah. Parasite Eve was like Final Fantasy VIII.
Was that the one where your save file could get corrupted? Or was that, or am I thinking of another one that fucked with you like severely? There was that one game that fucked with you like real bad. Like it would delete your save file and everything.
I've heard about that game. I just don't know which game it was, but I definitely know it wasn't Parasite Eve. That was a thick boy. They had like 2 discs, you know.
Yeah, man, giant rats and shit. Yeah, that shit was creepy. That shit was creepy, dog. Listen,
that was the Last of Us before Last of Us was out, you know.
Oh.
Listen, man. Like I said, I like when we could chop it up about gaming, man, because there's some classics out there. When it was SquareSoft,
You said SquareSoft.
Yeah,
man, I haven't heard that name in a long time. I felt old actually when you said
SquareSoft.
Damn.
Hey, when it was SquareSoft, you know that you was getting some heat, man, on that PlayStation.
Coming with some hitters.
You was getting some heat, man.
When you see Acclaim, when you see Midway, I'm like, damn.
Man, listen, what happened? What happened, dog? You know what I'm saying?
They still eating up games, but you know they said that we might get another Banjo-Kazooie game. Now we talking about Rare since they didn't got eaten up.
Man, Rare. They should have never took that buyout, bro.
No.
Yeah, no.
They were way more valuable than they realized.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on another Star Fox game.
Man, listen, rest in peace, Star Fox, bro.
Fox McCloud.
Star Fox and Metroid, they get red-headed stepchildren. They only get pulled out every once, maybe a generation if you're lucky.
Fox McCloud, realest who ever did it.
Well, hold on. He said realest that ever did it. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
And Captain Falcon
Listen.
came back with some swingers. It's like he got F099. I'm like, damn, Captain Falcon's back.
Dog, real shit.
Cause didn't they
Falco
just drop?
was an asshole, man. You saved his ass, and he's still acting like an asshole.
Hey, my nigga said, I'm leaving the squad, bro. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm Star Falcon in this bitch. Y'all call me. Fuck.
Get saved by them. Be like, man, fuck you, Fox. I didn't need your help.
He was the Vegeta of Star
Boo.
Wars, man. Like, I don't
Dead ass.
need this shit.
Dead ass. I got this. Falco's in trouble. Help me. Help me, Fox.
And right afterwards, be like, man, fuck you, Fox.
Yeah.
I had a
I was messed up. Feel me?
Yo,
I did an extra death roll.
Hey, so what if Nintendo would have hit us with a new Star Fox hitter, but this time Falcon comes out as the bad guy of this shit, you know?
That'd be dope.
I could take that. If they give me a game, you give me a game when he left, bro, I could dig that.
Like a spinoff? You think Falco should have got a spinoff?
Yeah.
Nah, they just make it mainstream, the new Star Fox. It'd be Star
Oh,
Fox.
you
whatever.
Oh wait, you want Falco as the end boss and start? You want that would be dope too.
Ooh. Think about it. Think about it. We gotta go get Falco because you know what I'm saying. We thought we sent him over as a spy, but he been tripping lately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he smoked Peppy. He smoked Pepper. He smoked him.
Yeah.
He smoked Peppy the rabbit. He smoked him.
Damn. Hey, Pepper did get fucked up. Pepper, we didn't know how Pepper got injured.
Nah. Falco gonna smoke him and Slippy, bro. You gonna smoke both of them, dog.
Slippy.
Does Star Fox got a girlfriend?
He's supposed to get with Crystal, but Slippy got a girl, bro. Slippy had toes, man. He had babies.
I mean, Falcon coming in talking about like,
ain't nobody give a fuck about
I did the bear roll with your girl.
Watch his ass die at the beginning of the game. Be like,
oh shit.
He said nobody give a fuck about Slippy.
Nah,
Dang.
bro. Slippy was soft, bro. Straight up and down, man. Slippy was bro.
Yeah.
The only one that was a G was Peppy. Peppy was a G, bro. He was the OG. So
look, y'all think we'll get a new Star Wars game before we get the actual Metroid game?
Yeah, Star Wars is. I mean, bro, but I thought they just dropped the Metroid joint, man.
No, they announced it. They didn't drop it, did they?
Prime, Metroid Prime for the.
That was a remake, right? When they like remaking one, the new one.
Because
You're being chased
there
by a
was
damn
a
robot.
Metroid that they pulled out in a 2D landscape.
Metroid Dread.
One.
Yeah, Metroid Dread.
Yeah, I see.
That ain't the one. Ain't we waiting on Prime?
Yeah, we're waiting on for Prime, and it's just been announced. It's never been made or anything else.
Yeah, we ain't seen no gameplay. We ain't seen shit.
It's probably going to Switch 2. Rumored is.
Oh man, boycott activity. Shout out to boycott activity. Am I late for the GTA conversation? I mean, we chopped it up a little earlier about GTA, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all talked about the trailer.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit.
I didn't get your thoughts. What's your thoughts?
Y'all catch up on that one.
Yeah, what's your take on that before we get up out of here, Majin? Talk to us. Let's chop it up about GTA.
Hold on. I'm behind on that. Hold on, man. I'm looking at it right now. Give me a minute. Y'all chop it up. Hold on.
Hold on. We gonna get the live reaction.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. Well, shout out to boycott activity. We did chop it up on GTA a little bit earlier in the live, but I'll give you the cliff notes, man. I mean, the game has changed. Everybody out there, they got to get their shit together. They got till 2025. After 2025, nobody's eating out here in these gaming streets, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like 50 Cent in 2003 right here, bro. Get it in while you can, because after this shit drops, it's a wrap, man. And they will pay whatever Rockstar tells them to pay, man. Anybody
Price
that
of the brick
says
has gone way up.
price of the brick going up, anybody that says they not paying whatever it costs
Damn liar.
is a motherfucking lie, man. But shout
Rockstar
out.
is going to say, Rockstar's going to say this real quick. They're going to say 10 years ago's price ain't today's price.
Ooh. I can see the Twitter account actually saying that shit too.
Oh man.
All right. What you got?
Yeah. Hey man, what everybody just said, bro, it's over with, bro. The brick is up. The brick is up. You feel me? Yeah, you're paying. You're fucking. I bet you pay. We're going to Vice City too, bro. It looked like Florida. It looked like Miami. It looked like all of that. Nah, man, it's over with, bro. Y'all paying, and then think about all the DLC that they can add that they did in the other. It's over with. You motherfuckers are going broke.
Listen, man, cancel Christmas, cancel birthdays, cancel the vacations, all of that,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Like,
but they said release in 2025. Let me add this really. They said 2025. How many motherfuckers are gonna be shaking in their boots when they find out the release date on when it comes to releasing their games? You know, I'm like, wait,
Oh yeah.
you mean Rockstar took over October? All right, we ain't dropping shit on October.
It's
For the
over
next
with,
3
bro.
months minimum.
Not
Probably.
even, bro. You gonna go for like the next half a year.
Right.
Cause look, that new Call of Duty is ass.
yeah,
Yeah.
look,
Straight ass.
Like
let's
if I was Jeff Keighley, in 2025, I'd have just ready rolled the red carpet towards the game of the year.
straight
It was like,
up.
look, we're not going to even have a video game award. We just know who we giving it to. It's that simple, you know.
Yeah. They raised the bar, bro. They already said it. They're like, yeah, no, man, look, because we got a what was that? What was it? Cyber. What was it? What was that game? Cyber what?
Cyberpunk.
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 We ain't got no Witcher. Shit. What else?
No
That's it.
Fallout.
No Fallout. We ain't got no Fable. So in all honesty, bro, it's over with. It's over with, bro. It's over with. They set the date. Like if you don't release your game before 2025, baby, you might as well
Nobody,
go ahead and give you them checks.
nobody eats, B. So you know what I mean. All I know is Konami. They better put out that volume 2 and that Snake Eater next year. That better drop in 2024.
They're gonna have to
And you
drop
know
something
what?
new.
That's gonna still do numbers though. It ain't gonna do well if it come out in the same year, but it's still gonna do some numbers.
2025, bro. It's a wrap, man. And like Boycott said, there, dudes are gonna pay. Yes, they will pay $100 for this. Just so that
120.
120.
You
man.
will like it.
Yeah, 120, and you will like
be
it.
grateful, man. That
Oh,
120
Hey,
dollars.
and
Like the
matter
dude
of
that
fact, they
runs the
already
video game awards and said, "Where's GTA 6? Where's
Oh shit.
GTA 6?"
no.
He will give 120 right now for it.
matter
Rockstar's
of
gonna
fact,
come. They're gonna have your routing number on file, and they're gonna be like, okay, we charge you 120, and you getting Grand Theft Auto 6, whether you like it or not, because it's
matter
gonna
of
be the
fact,
best game you gonna play. You know.
and in a week when we open up multiplayer mode, you already got an extra $60 already paid for, man. Go ahead and charge that credit card and get that subscription going, homie. We'll be back.
Like they really jakes us out because they could do that. It's like, no, you gonna pay this. You know, there is no. I guess no, you are going to pay this because you gonna live in this world when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. You know,
Right.
this
right.
is your
Yep.
world. This is your playing scape. Ain't no questions about it. You know. But quick question before y'all end up and everything.
Mhm.
How many of y'all coming back after the gaming awards? I want to chop that up with y'all.
When is the Game Awards? When that's going down?
Oh yeah, that's in a couple weeks.
That's on.
It's always in December.
Okay,
I think it was the beginning of this week. Hold on. It's coming out soon.
Shoot.
I know we just had some. I tell you, Spider-Man 2 won Game of the Year. No,
I agree.
Don't sell it. Don't
agree.
sell it. I mean, what I say is, we December 7th.
December 7th.
Yeah. The Game Awards December 7th. So most likely,
Yeah.
we'll probably go live the following week. I mean, we do the year end We gonna do the year-end wrap-up joint like we
Chevys.
did. The
Hey,
year-end,
Is that what we call it? The Chevys?
the shovel season. Oh
I'm with
man.
you.
All right, all right. Boycott activity says Baldur's Gate 3 gonna win game of the year.
He's not lying.
Okay. I mean,
He's not lying.
Baldur's Gate 3.
I've heard about it. It seems to get a lot of credibility. The train running towards Game of the Year award, Game of the Year, is a tough. It's definitely tough because there's a lot of hot ass games that came out this year. It was a good year of gaming, you know.
Spider-Man
But,
3. Spider-Man ain't gonna get that. They're not gonna get that.
No, man, look, Spider-Man, it did wonderful. I just beat it last night. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I took my time with it. I know motherfuckers tried to spoil it, but Spider-Man did fucking wonderful, bro. Smelled great, like that one Spider-Man with
Masterpiece.
Venom
That's
back in the old Nintendo, bro. That shit was great. Anyway,
Hold on. Hey, boycott activity is talking some shit right now. He says Baldur's Gate 3 is the best game played in 10 years.
hey
It's
man,
like
look,
that. It's
I don't
like
know.
that.
I don't know what games you playing, boycott. You got to get hit, baby. I mean, it's a great game. Don't get me wrong. It's a great game. But have you played Divinity 2? Did you play Divinity Original Sin? Them was good games, man. That laid the foundation to this. Don't play the first one. Play the second.
Hold on. Hey, hold on, boycott. We gonna hit up. We gonna do an exclusive here. Hold on, boycott activity. Before we close this out, boycott activity. Go ahead, pull up, brother. Go ahead, pull up, man. It's the link to the StreamYard right here, good brother. You know what I mean? Pull up to the live. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit off here for a quick 10 minutes about why Baldur's Gate 3 is the best game that you played in 10 years, brother. Pull up.
This was a great game, though. I can't hold you up, man. It's a great game.
Behind the scene exclusive, right here. This is the
a Royal
equivalent.
Rumble going on. Everybody pulling up to the stream.
This is if we was on the radio, this would be like us opening up the phone lines on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Pull up.
Callers,
you know
take a caller.
You know what I mean? Donovan in the chat says, "Oh shit, I'm gonna put it back up here for you, boycott." You know what I'm saying? On the way out here. Oh
It
man,
was a great
pull
game.
right up. Pull it right up.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it right up. Boycott activity. You are live on the behind the scene podcast. What's good, boycott?
It was good, y'all, man. Don't mind me. I'm at work. I'm one of them graveyard shift type guys.
Hey, shout out to the graveyard shift.
I feel it.
Yeah, man. Like, okay, so I played great games. Like Shadow of the Colossus is one of my favorite games of all time. You know, I love Zelda. And what Baldur's Gate 3 did that surpassed everything else is they made the dialogue as impactful as the gameplay. So basically, there are things you can say in dialogue that can get you out of a fight that you would never win because the odds are stacked against you. So you're playing, even in the dialogue, you're playing a great game. Like this game could be a great game if there was no action to it. Then the action is more contextual sensitive to anything else. So it's turn-based. Not everybody likes turn-based. But let's say you're about to fight somebody and the monster is just too powerful. You can lead it to a bridge and then shoot the bridge down and kill him that way. You know what I'm saying? So everything is set up to be like above par to like most games you're ever going to play. You have more options to win, options to talk, so on and so forth. So it's based off Dungeons and Dragons, so everything is a dice roll. But man, I mean, I put 300, almost 400 hours into that game.
Hey, so
that game is crazy.
So not to cut you off, but like that sounds a little bit kind of like how Deus Ex was back in the day, where there were different ways to get out of the confrontations. You could fight, or you could figure out a different way to get out of it. That kind of sounds similar to what you're saying with Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it is very similar, but it's just the amount of options because the NPCs you meet, they're gonna have different attitudes and personalities towards certain things. So if you pretend to be on their side, you know, or you know, aligned to them, I ain't gonna give no spoilers. You might change their mind. You know what I mean? Like certain things like that. Nothing is guaranteed. You can get people that you can get characters to join your party that no one else got, or your whole friends list didn't get. So you might have a party of 4, 5, 6 different from everybody else on your friends list because you just never met that person. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll
Yep.
be over here talking about one character, and you be like, "Oh, dang, I missed that. I never went that direction." So you can play the game multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Plus, the characters you create are so like. I created one guy that was like a music type guy, and he just
The bar.
manipulated people with music. Then I created a guy that was just like One Punch Man. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a martial artist. So it's just so much to it. It's so much to it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like nothing really compared to that. Like Zelda, even if you like Zelda's action better, everything else is better. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
All right. Hey,
he
hey,
kind of killed it with that.
boycott activity, brother. You on Discord?
I don't know how to use it, but if you send me the link, I know how to join. So
All right,
that's the only
cool,
thing.
cool. Hey, Donovan, I know you in the chat. Put the Discord link in the chat, and then I'll put it up on the screen, and then boycott. You know what I mean? Hop in and chop it up with us on Discord, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you found us. I don't know how you found us on this channel, man, but I'm glad you found us, good brother.
Hey man, I don't know, man. I think y'all might be one of the few people talking about GTA right now, so maybe you'll get a few more
Oh,
people to
what?
subscribe. Man.
One of
I'm
the
telling you.
few. One of the few.
I'm telling you, I'm subscribed to a bunch of channels. I don't see a lot of people talking about it right now. Everybody kind of spoke about it and just stopped.
Nobody
So
talking about it got cold on GTA out here. That's
they
crazy.
got
I
cold.
guess because
Wait until
it
Everybody
was
on
too
tomorrow.
Twitter,
early. That's why.
Wait until tomorrow.
It was
everybody
early.
on Twitter right now
Everybody and their
talking
mama
about it.
gonna be
Really?
talking about it come tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Articles
right.
gonna come out. Articles
All
gonna
right.
come out.
Yeah.
So while my boy Donovan is putting the info in the chat, I mean, let me get your take on the on GTA, man. What you think about it, brother?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh.
I'm still doing. I'm still, listen, I'm very picky. I am very picky. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of looking it over. I don't see a lot new to it right now. Like I see it's bigger. It's one of those bigger, badder type games right now. It's just more
Yeah.
dense populations. But I don't know. I don't know what else they really got new. So I'm excited for it because it's GTA. But they they kind of rubbed me wrong in the last 10 years. I mean, it's been 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for something crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then I see,
Let's
you
talk
know,
about it.
I don't know, kind of look like a movie trailer. I don't know. You know, I ain't not no disrespect. You know, if I could say, if somebody asked me, yo, what's good with that new GTA, I'd be like, it's in Miami. That's all I know.
That's it.
I mean, to sell that
You
trailer,
know,
all they had to do was play LMFAO. I'm in Miami, bitch. Hey, apparently you are Rockstar. You in Miami, you know?
Hey, but look
So with
though.
right,
with the
right.
with the price of the brick at 120, you
Yep.
can come to Miami for
Yep.
120.
120.
Hey,
My
like we
city,
said, this brick
120,
is selling.
baby.
This brick is selling. You like it or not.
Right.
10 years ago price ain't today's prices. You know, we've been
It's
selling the
over
Oh
with.
same
man.
Cause
story, the
look,
same graphics for 10 years. Now you come to Vice City at 120, baby, in Miami.
you
In
you know what
Miami,
the next brick
baby.
is? You know what the next brick is? The next brick gonna be the next Red Dead. So it's over with.
Yep.
They gonna hit you with another one, another bag of coke.
Yeah.
I wish. I need them to do bully, man.
Oh,
Hey,
heard.
hey, you can give me a midnight club.
No, they
I'm thinking
Ooh.
Midnight
they not
Club.
fucking with Midnight
They'll
Club
never
no
do
more.
Midnight Club again.
Sad man.
No, Midnight
Maybe
Club is
no,
out
no,
of there.
no. Hold on, they'll bring back Midnight Club, but it'd be called Midnight Club Grand Theft Auto Mod Edition.
Right.
Yeah. A racing add on. You right.
Yeah.
You
All
know
right,
where
boy.
they messed up? Where they messed up is GTA 5 has like 1,000 options on how to play, especially like the multiplayer mode. So I don't know what they're gonna do to innovate. You could go first person, you could race, you could do everything in GTA 5.
Mm.
So to innovate is not gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? Like The Last of Us won Game of the Year from that year, but over the long term, it's a better game than The Last of Us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because of all the stuff they
100%.
added.
Yeah.
100%.
So
The amount of
one of the
hours.
best games period to me though. One of the best games period. So it's gonna be hard to innovate, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something. Somebody was saying that you could do the Red Dead Redemption where because they're criminals and on the run, your wanted level is always going to be high. So maybe instead of just walking into a bank, you get an option to cover your face, change your hairstyle to affect your wanted level. You know what I'm saying? They might add something like that or whatever.
All right. I don't know what device you on, brother, but if you just screenshot the link that we got there for the Discord, man, and then pull up to the Discord, bro. Like I said, I don't know how you found us,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm glad you found us, bro. I'm
yeah. I
happy you
got you.
found us,
I'm gonna
man.
connect with it now.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna connect with it now.
I hope you hit that subscribe button too on that graveyard shift, bro. We got a lot of content on this channel too, man. You might find entertaining as well, bro.
Oh, I got you. I got you definitely.
Yeah,
Especially since y'all one of the few doing graveyards with me, so I'll be on it. I'll be on it.
oh man. Hey, so the whole theme of this here, you on Eastern time or Central time?
Eastern time. I'm down in Atlanta.
Ah, there it is.
Oh man, because my boy Charles, every time we go live, man, he be on us about being on Central Time, man. Instead of Eastern Standard Time, he be on us about that, bro.
Most
Central
of us
time,
here.
man. I don't even know what Central Time is. That's like the Twilight Zone to me. Like I know California is 3 hours behind us. When you say Central, I'm like, shit. It could be tomorrow for me. For all I know.
No, bro. We an hour behind you, dog. We an hour behind, man. We
That's
one
it.
hour.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. They at 10 o'clock over there. They at 10 o'clock over there.
Oh man,
Yeah, they act like y'all don't count, man.
No, man, they in the mountains. Yeah, y'all in the mountains,
Hold on,
man.
man.
We don't know about y'all.
I did a little bit of that traveling life, man. I had a little bit of that Central Time zone, man.
Oh
Now I'd
man,
be late for flights.
ain't no love for the CST, man. That's crazy.
No, man. Y'all in the mountains, man. Y'all don't count.
Yo, if you announce something, be real. If you announce something and you be like, yo, it's 3 o'clock Central Time, nobody's gonna catch that shit. Nobody's gonna catch
At
that.
all.
What?
At all.
What do you mean?
You know, Pacific and
No,
Eastern.
he
That's all
said,
we
"What
know.
the fuck that got to do with me?"
Yeah,
Oh
man.
shit. Oh
At
man.
all.
But hold on, bro, because we've been talking gaming, man. I think we can run it about another 10 minutes here with you, bro. Before we clock out. We've been talking gaming all night, bro. Like, what's your
Yeah.
go-tos, man? Because you sound like you know closer to our age here as well, man. What's some of your go-tos, bro? What's your goats? What are your goats in gaming, man?
Oh man,
yeah.
see, man, listen, I like them games that do all three as far as visuals, dialogue, and gameplay. So my goat is really Metal Gear Solid 3. That's my goat.
Yeah, that's a
You know
good
what
one
I'm
right
saying?
there.
Win for Metal Gear Solid. Oh, okay.
Metal
That's a
Gear
good one
Solid
right
3,
there.
Snake Eater, baby.
That's a good one right
That's
there.
my goat.
Snake Eater,
Um,
baby. Yes.
I do Metal Gear Solid 1, and then I do Shadow of the Colossus. And I know that sounds like it sounds like I'm like hypocritical because there's not a lot of dialogue in there. What they did in it though is they made it moving, like not a, I guess emotional because of what they did with the silent part of it. Like everything was you can read between the lines of what's happening. Put it like that. So it has a story, so to speak. And then Final Fantasy 10, not 7.
Yeah,
Everybody loves 7, but
yeah,
10,
yeah.
10 is my
I
joint.
like I like you. I like you. I like you a lot.
Hold on. So I don't know if you caught the question I asked my cousin and Orion earlier, bro. The question was top 3 Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy.
games excluding number 7.
Oh shoot. Including number 7, number Final Fantasy 10 is the best. But
Or my bad,
let's not.
excluding
I
excluding
don't want to get
number
into that
7. My
conversation.
bad.
But yeah, I like 10. I like 14, and I like 6. 10, 14, and 6. mean?
He pulled out numbers that we kind of just missed out on. But I like your picks though. I like your picks because you got
6 is hard,
there to
man.
be different. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 is pretty dope.
But yeah, man. You sold me on Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, man. That's where I was sold at, bro. You know
So
what I mean?
I got a question.
Yeah.
For Boycott real quick. Have you played Twin Snakes?
Twin Snakes.
Metal Gear.
I didn't even count it as a Metal Gear Solid game at first, so I didn't even play it.
That was a remaster before.
Damn, man. I gotta find somebody else to talk about this with.
Nope. Let's get it. My man said that didn't even count as a Metal Gear Solid game.
So Liquid Snake don't count.
Come on.
I mean, it's kind of like Kojima had his deal with PlayStation, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna make my games here, and then it's like the bastard stepchild. It's like, like I don't even want to call it a spinoff. It was like, I need a little extra money. Let me throw this on Xbox or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the, how people say some things are canon and some things are not canon, I don't count Twin Snakes as canon. Like that's that was a money grab.
Oh no, man, that's definitely canon, my baby. Liquid is definitely for real. Cause we got Liquid Ocelot at the end. Come on now, don't play me like this.
Look,
we got Liquid Ocelot at the end.
Mind you, this is what I'm gonna say, man. Look, Twin Snakes was like, to me, all right. I look at it like this. You know how you get movies that come out in theaters, and then you get like a remade version of the movie as a Netflix TV series. Like Twin Snakes. Right. Twin Snakes was like the Netflix TV series remake version of Metal Gear Solid from PS1 on game.
Or like Disney Plus,
I can dig that.
Disney
Plus
type joint.
Like, bro,
I can dig that.
Like, dog, we had Snake. Snake was doing fucking backflips. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Snake was doing a lot. They had Snake doing a lot on Twin Snakes, bro.
That was an anime.
It was fire, but like, that shit was wild, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was wild. That was the Michael Bay version of Metal Gear Solid 1, bro.
Yeah. Why you ask though? Is you think the game is a top 2, top 3 Metal Gear Solid or something?
That's
no, man. That's just, yeah, man. It's just like, as overall, like the whole game, like as a feel, like it being pretty and it having a good solid feel, like good mechanics. I just like that game. It's a good summarization of the earlier games because, early games, like you don't really know what the fuck happened. You're looking at blocks and pixels.
Hey, stop.
Hey, look.
Still damn good. Stop.
Well, look. Let me tell you this. Play a video game now from that era that was blocks and pixels, and you'll be like, man, this shit is not as exciting as it was. That's because your imagination was different back then.
Well, look, and I'm gonna give you this.
Okay, I'll give you this.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
I'll give you this. You talk about games from that era, I'm on that same page with you because a lot of the games we think are great are almost unplayable right now. From a visual standpoint, it is a problem.
Agreed.
But from a control standpoint, it's good. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna play Tomb Raider 1 with them pointy ass titties?
I tried.
No way.
I tried like a decade ago when I had my PS3. I was like, oh hell no, these taking controls are dog shit.
Lost that money real quick.
$6.
And that's a big. And that's a conversation nobody wants to have because the games that everybody say is the GOATs. If you introduce that to your 11-year-old son, like yo, play Ocarina of Time, he's gonna be like, Dad, what the hell is this? I'm moving with the C button. I gotta look around with the face button. Nah, this don't make no sense. No. Play GoldenEye. Play GoldenEye real quick.
Statues of Liberty.
You were like GoldenEye. Nah.
Man,
bruh, wouldn't even be able to tell what GoldenEye is, bro. Like, what is that? That's a bullet? That's a bomb? Oh, I got shot? Yeah, man, you got shot, bro. You dead.
No, that generation of kids, man, they don't understand loading times between fatalities.
Oh.
Wow. Oh.
Man.
We went through it, bro. Loading times. I remember Namco put a video game just for the load screen.
Wait,
That's how
what?
long loading time was.
Yeah. They put Galaga, wasn't it? You
Oh
could
yeah,
Galaga.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
would
play
put
On Tekken
Galaga
4.
while
the
you
loading
waited
screen
on
was
the
so long
damn
they would
game
let you
to
play
load.
Galaga.
Yo, oh
Ridiculous.
man. Listen,
Yeah,
man.
just
man.
just something to give you while you wait for your game.
Listen, man. Hey, cuz my just still you still hurting over that Twin Snakes, man.
Yeah, man. I need that. I need that to be ported, bro. I need that to become a real PlayStation game, man. That was nice.
Look, that was the first game where they told you that Solid Snake was a legend. That's the first game where you got to play as Solid Snake, and he felt like the guy you were told that he was. They just executed it. I think the execution was a little wild with Twin
Yeah.
Snakes, bro. He was
Very.
overpowered. He was overpowered
Hey,
like
man.
a mug.
Hey, man. My nigga took down a helicopter. He took
Yeah, he
down a
did.
tank
Yeah, he
on
did.
foot. On
But
foot.
he did a backflip off of a missile. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Hey,
he
fought a
threw.
ninja. Fought a
Bro,
ninja too.
look, man, this ain't the Twin Snakes podcast. We gonna do that
Nigga,
another day,
nigga,
brother.
who
Dang.
is Rambo? It's about Solid Snake.
Oh man, Snake man was out here fighting Zords from Power Rangers with an RPG,
You feel me?
taking them down with ease.
Yo, but you know what I mean? Big Boss was in the jungle with a knife. With a knife. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Lost that fucking eye.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Hey, but I dig this, brother. Hey, but real talk, man. Boycott activity. Yeah, brother. Pull up to the Discord, man. Chop it up with us, bro. I appreciate you chopping it up with us in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? On the way out, we'll go around. Orion, what you got on the way out, brother?
I got on the way out, man. I mean, my traveling season has ended, so all I'm doing right now is just catching up, and you and I already had that conversation with the AI, so we've been having long conversations trying to get all my creative ideas off the ground, and hopefully we can start sharing a toast once we reach the pinnacle of our career in this creative aspect of illustration and compositions or whatever y'all into and stuff like that, man. Let's get this money together and stuff. So
I
whatever
dig
I'm
it.
working on, man, I'm hoping for the best for y'all as well.
I dig it. D Smith, what we got on the way out?
Get that paper. That's it.
All
I like
right.
it.
Money making margin. What we got on the way out, cuz? What we got?
Hey, look, man. Look. Just keep it simple. Everybody be out there, man. Get your money, man. This is a money making year. Money moves are being made right now. I don't know if y'all heard me last time I was on the show. I told y'all that Chase and Bank of America is gonna have problems, and they did. So get your coins in line because a lot of money is being transferred right now. But other than that, play some games, man. You know what I'm saying? Promote good art, not bad shit.
I dig it. Boycott activity, brother. What you got on the way out, sir?
No, I agree with the brother that was talking about money. Anytime you talk about money, I love that part. I wish I could
Okay.
remember what to tell y'all. There's this player FanDuel. I heard twice today that people are making money on FanDuel. So I don't know about it yet. I'm about to do my research. But if y'all want to get some money, I'm hearing people are making money on FanDuel.
All right, cool, brother. Man, like I said, bro, pull up to the Discord, man. We chop it up all hours into the night, 24/7 on the Discord, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I already did the Discord. I'm gonna subscribe right now.
Got you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool. You know what I mean? And shit. Hey, if you on the graveyard shift, man, you'll probably catch us on another lives. You know what I'm saying? And you said the Game Awards is on the 7th. We probably will be
Right.
doing our year-end wrap-up joint sometime next week. So, we'll all be in here, man. On the way out, shout outs to Majin D Smith, Hollywood, ORRION, Boycott Activity, my
Yes, sir.
boy Dion, the director, aka Dion, the screenwriter, out here doing his thing. Brother Charles, okingdom.com, Troy, all my good brothers in the Discord, man. We out of here, the behind the scene podcast. Y'all brothers be safe. Have a good night, man. We out.
So we smooth.
Peace.
Yeah, that was fire, bro.
Yeah, nah, man.